Hey, what's going on, guys? Anthony here with Six Scale Mafia, and today we got another exciting, eventful stream here. We're kind of wondering what's going on. We got our Tuscan Raider came out, which is weird. We just talked about that, and boom, here he is. Harley Quinn's got a bunch of problems, and they're teasing some Wonder Woman. So let's get into that and see what's going on. All right, what's going on, everybody? Today we have an interesting panel as the usual suspects. We got Joe up in the building. What's up, Joe?
What's up, guys?
Our resident New Zealand Rod. What's happening, bud?
What's up, people?
Got KG Collectors coming down in the hood to chat with us. How's it going, bud?
What's up, man? Thanks for having me.
Of course, man, of course. And of course, Shane, last but not least.
Hey, everybody. What's up?
Hey. Yeah, man. So that's pretty weird, right? We just talked about Tuscan Raider, and then boom, it was announced that night. That was some crazy. That was pretty crazy, right?
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know if they're watching us or, you know, what's going on, right? So, but we'll talk about them in a minute. But you know, and interestingly, because like we talked mostly Star Wars on Tuesday, well, Harley Quinn did come out. That was something I was thinking about picking up, but then we've been hearing problems, right? Yep. So what was the latest that you had heard, Joe? There was something about the arm, right?
Yeah, there's peeling on the elbow.
Yeah.
And then I heard something about the cleavage, the lower portion of her chest not being painted to match the rest. So that's what I've heard so far.
Right. And I was like, so there was something going on right there with the elbow, then in the cleavage spot there, and then I think I was hearing something about the ankle joints too. So I don't know if this is like just like a, you know, a QC problem, or is this just some random figures that are experiencing this?
Yeah, I hope it's isolated, because it would be really bad news if this was a widespread thing. You know, I know Justin had a problem with peeling on his arm.
Right.
I'm not exactly sure. Did Jetta have a problem too?
I think he's uploading a video today.
Okay.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
He showed some pictures, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think he had a problem with his Lando. That's right. Paint chip.
Yeah.
Or something
Yeah,
that.
like he didn't necessarily like mention anything yet with her, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so I'm just hoping that it's isolated cases. But I know that MRC Collectibles, the guy that's based out of Hong Kong with his kid, they do videos. Yeah. I think he had an issue. And he took it back to the store. He had peeling on the elbow, I believe, and then something with the chest, and they showed him, hey, this chest thing is all the figures, but they switched out his figure for the elbow issue. So hopefully this is just isolated, because this would be a big mess.
Oh, I agree. You know, and before we continue a little bit on, let me just go ahead and address chat real quick. Soul Nightmares here. What's up, bud? Copper, Gamma Overload. You know, we'll talk about what Gamma sent me here in a minute as well. Soul Nightmare. Dante's up here. What's up, Manaha Collectibles? Still commuting back home, but watching you guys. Hey, appreciate, man. If you want to pop in, you let us know, man, as soon as you can. Louis up in here. Big Dog Pound. What's up, bud? Local Lou. Nice. So we're off to a pretty good start here with that, man. Definitely. And yeah, I'm thinking that. I don't know. You what do you think, Shane? Is this a QC issue, or you think it was just a couple of segregated things?
I mean, I don't even know. Is that a seamless elbow?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that close. Is it seamless? Yeah. I mean, it could be a possibility. It could be the material they're using. If it's widespread, we're hoping it's not. I mean, I hope it's not, because I hate for anybody to get that and then have to either return it or have to deal with it or whatever. You know,
because I'm getting her through Hong Kong.
After Grievous, I want nobody to deal with those things.
Right, and what you like what Joe was saying. Yeah, you're getting it from Hong Kong.
Yeah, so if anything happens, I'll have to ship it back and then wait 30 days or longer to get it back.
Ship it back and don't get it, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Just send it back and get a refund.
Because you don't want to have that Cody issue.
No,
But like, if they keep replacing, you still get the worst one. It's a nightmare to deal with.
Dude, exactly. Like, because I was thinking the same thing, and I'm in the same boat as Joe. Like, more often than not, I order, overseas from Hong Kong, and I was gonna pick her up, and then I started seeing all these reports, and I was like, because that is the situation. That's the one thing that we can say that Sideshow has it going, at least, right? If we ordered it from Sideshow and said, hey,
they're gonna
what the
switch it
fuck,
up.
right?
Yeah.
This is tonight's topic. What's going on? Yeah, exactly. They would switch it up and we'd be good. So, so I held off. I didn't get her. And this is, I guess, to be determined, right? Because
she looks fantastic, though.
I know,
that's the bummer, right?
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
sick.
Exactly. And I know, Rod, I don't know, you enjoyed those games, but I don't know if you were going to be picking that up. Were you, Rod?
No.
No, I didn't think. Rod's mostly,
Rod's Star Wars.
Was a little
Star
bit too
Wars.
eloquent. So let me say no.
That's right. I'm surprised they made her with seamless arms. They could have just extended the sleeves to cover exposed joints.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they could have.
Good point.
They
They
could
could have
have.
done that.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, they could have. They could have.
To be fair, let's be honest. We'd complain anyway. We complain.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's always something like that.
There's always, yeah.
Hey, Denobi, what's up, bud? I said hello, folks. I do have Harley through Sideshow pre-order. I'll take a look when I get it. Yeah,
Yep.
definitely let us know because I'm gonna wait on it. So
Anthony,
definitely.
I was telling Denobi that he's the only person I've heard that has said the storm isn't coming. We're deep in it.
we're in the eye of the storm, right? It's all
Exactly.
calm,
Well,
and then
I don't know if we're in the eye, but I think we're just in it, dude. And Denobi's always on point. That's all I gotta
absolutely.
say.
No, I agree. Real quick, let me go ahead and add. We got Local Lou up in here. What's going on, Local
Hey,
Lou?
what's up,
What's up,
Loco?
Lou?
What's cracking, man?
Family. What's good?
What's going
Just
on, dude?
another day in the Hot Toys madness,
Yeah,
right?
man. We're in the mess of the storm, bro. We in the storm. Not the
Yep.
high, not the first wave. We're getting hit with the second wave, the third wave. It's constant, and it's gonna be constant until we get some type of reprieve with all right, we ain't gonna get no more pre-orders, no more what's coming up next, because we still can't catch up to what came out last year.
Right, exactly.
Yep.
Like, and that's the thing, right? Like we had that lull for a while, right? Like early mid-year, it was like February, March, April.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't too bad. Started ramping up a little bit, kind of dipped, and then
Well, it's like,
I mean,
that's when you feel bad for the new people getting into it because they're thinking, okay, I've got all this time. The pre-order, I got all this time, and then all of a sudden shit's dropping early, and then stuff's getting real, and people are canceling and tapping out, and you're just like, in that lull, I was able to pay off all of this stuff, but
Right.
there's a ton of people that didn't. So,
Right.
and they're losing their, all the NRDs that they put down. But I
I
was lucky
agree.
enough to just keep paying through the lull and not adding more pre-orders. So I got
Dude.
lucky.
You are lucky, man, because that's the thing. But
Let me raise something here that I didn't know, and apparently even Sideshow didn't know. People that are outside of the US, if you wait to order when the figure comes out, sometimes you're not going to be able to buy the figure. Why do I say that? I pre-ordered a 501st Deluxe, arrived fine. Afterwards, right now, it's for sale on Sideshow, but I went to pick it up, and it said you cannot buy this if you're outside the US.
interesting.
So I got in touch with them, and they came out and told me that they have a limitation in some, not all, but some of the Hot Toys that they sell in the pre-order, but after it comes out, you're not allowed to buy outside the country. So with that said, just make sure that you pre-order the total amount that you want of each figure, and do not wait for it to come out, because sometimes it'll come out and you're not going to be able to buy from there. If you want to buy from Sideshow, of
Right.
course.
Wow. Okay.
What this actually did for me is that I'm just not going to buy from Sideshow anymore. But still, that's a choice that everyone has to make in that situation.
That is interesting. So you see what you're saying is if you pre-ordered it, if it's not out yet, they will ship it overseas. But
Yes.
once it's available, add to cart, they'll no longer ship to you.
You add to cart.
Weird.
That's the worst thing, because he said when I talked to customer services, he was very nice, and he said, "Oh, normally when you put the item in the cart, you should have a notification saying we do not ship." And I said that doesn't happen. What happened is that you put it into the cart, you go all the way to the checkout. The second part of the checkout, what's worse, it allows you to spend your points in it. It allows you to buy it, but it has a written in red. You cannot buy this in this region at this moment.
Wow.
Interesting.
So just settle that issue with me and refund me afterwards. But still, it's not something that
That's
should be
lame.
happening.
Yeah.
Wow, that is crazy. What wait, what do you got over there, Lou? Is that Venom pool?
Venom pool.
Yeah, man.
Dude, you might be one of the only people that bought that shit.
Dude, I'm getting a second one. I love this figure so much. I gotta get a second one.
Dude, he does actually look pretty
Huge.
sick.
He's
Yeah, he
massive.
looks awesome.
He's massive.
So he's very, very similar to the Venom body then.
Yes, in a lot of ways, yes. But from what I hear, the one from the movie is thinner, from what I hear. But I won't know until I get it in hand. And I live by this, and I say this a lot. You know, the guys, they call me the doctor, but this right here does wonders. This right here.
Okay, the silicone grease. So I was hearing about that. So
Yeah,
what do you do essentially then?
Scared of asking what you're gonna do with that.
Oh, you gotta lubricate the spots, baby. You gotta lubricate the spots. You can't go in there dry, baby. You gotta go. Nah. So I'm about to do something.
Yeah, let's take a look here so we can show everybody, because I know there's some peeling issues with the current Venom.
Yeah. Now, you see this? It has the solid body. Everything's good. There's no peeling issues whatsoever. Majority of it's paint job. So this is a red body with black paint over it. Mm-hmm. So you want to take care of your stuff, right? This right here, you just take a little bit of it. I'm gonna open it real quick. I'm not gonna touch it. I don't recommend touching it. It comes out like toothpaste, like but very similar to like Vaseline.
Right.
So get a Q-tip, or for me, what I use is I use vinyl gloves or rubber gloves, and I'll just massage the crap out of this bad boy. Massage this and then pop it back in.
Now just a little bit, right? Like how much are you talking?
I'm talking about, well, because this is a bigger figure, I got to use a little bit more. Mm-hmm. I would say as much as the surface requires, not overdoing it, not a teaspoon, not a fingernail, as much as the surface requires. So as soon as you apply it and you run it down and it stops, kind of like it stops getting shiny, it stops getting lubricate, because you will see it get shiny. It will make it shiny. A lot of people,
similar to like putting lotion on yourself.
Yeah, basically. So you apply what's needed and you just set it, forget it, leave it there for a while in an area that's not going to get dusty or anything like that. Let it absorb, and the next time you handle it, it's still going to be on it. It's still going to be on it. It's a layer of protection. It protects it from drying out, and it protects it from cracking and all that stuff. And I can still pose this bad boy. This, like,
nice,
no issues.
What are you applying it with? You said don't touch it. Are you putting gloves on? What are you doing? Gloves?
I put vinyl gloves on or a Q-tip.
Okay.
Vinyl gloves or a Q-tip, because you won't. There's cautions on this. If you can see it, there's cautions on it. They'll right here.
Handle with care.
Yeah, you don't want to have this in kids. You don't put this in your mouth. You don't want to do none of that, right?
Okay.
With any product, you know.
Right.
So with that, you want to just be cautious, when you're applying it. It's kind of like, you're taking care of a car, you're doing the body work of a car.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing, you put a little turtle wax on it. You good, baby.
All right. Well,
Thanks for the tip, dude.
yeah, because I was
Yeah, man,
a couple
for
people
sure.
had mentioned that, and I was like, yeah, I think you just put this lube on there, and it should, but I wasn't sure, and I never really messed with it myself. But that's good to know, man. So I appreciate that. And probably everybody watching will appreciate it when if and when they get their venom. Because that was my problem with mine. I actually, you know what?
Bring them out, baby. Bring them out. Bring them out. It's time for the venom.
I got them right here. I got them right here. I don't know how many times I've shown this thing off, man. But,
Too many.
But yeah, too many, right? Because Rod's a Star Wars guy. But look, like right here, and I'll just do a quick for those who haven't seen it. Like his legs come down, right? So see how they pop up, pop down?
Mm-hmm.
They're like a War Machine or Iron Man. So what I didn't realize was you want to pop it down first before you bend upward, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to see.
I can see it.
Yeah, I can
Right
see it.
there.
Right
You
there.
got a little wear, a little bit.
Yeah,
of
so
wear.
there's a little wear because when it's up tight, you pull that joint, it's gonna start to rub right there.
Yeah.
But otherwise, he's been great. He's been great. I haven't had any issues other than that, and that was like the first 5 minutes of me messing with him.
Yeah, I saw that in your review on it.
Yeah, and I was
Anthony,
like,
how's
"Oh,
the
shit."
arms? I mean, you're
Arms are
bending
great.
it so much. Is it like creasing or is it?
No, because it's really cool. I'm gonna go full one more time so I can show you guys. The nice thing about this venom, particularly, are these joint areas, because each joint has this. Like if I pull them straight, it's very, very thin right here, and you can tell, like, see how there's this gap, right? Like
Right.
you have a gap right here, and then especially here in the legs. So they're so deep in that when you start to turn, it's like perfect.
But
it doesn't
doesn't that sort of
stretch. It
pinch
doesn't.
the rubber suit?
Nope, no pinch. See how high I go, and then it's still like. Do you see right in here the gap?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
so you can
nice.
just. It's dude. It's badass, man. So I haven't had any issues at all, other than, like I said, that initial, playing around with it because I was stupid and I didn't look at the booklet because I never do, and I always should.
Quick question. Right here where the bicep is on your venom, and over here, I want to say towards the calf area or up here, is there any hollow space, like voided space for plastic?
I mean, you mean like between the legs?
No. You see this calf?
Yeah.
Hollow space. So that way,
Is it solid?
It's not solid. The plastic.
Oh, well, like right here, kind of. Yeah, that's what I meant. Like right in the back kneecap.
No, in
It's
the
not
muscle.
very-
In the muscle itself, Anthony. In the calf
Oh,
muscle.
like right
Is there
here? Like
yeah.
I can squeeze down. This is all air.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That's what you're talking about. Yeah. This is all air.
And the same.
So if I was to compress it, now it's like flat, and this is where it's actually, and then it puffs up.
Okay. And what about the bicep? The sub bicep as well? Or
Yeah.
not?
Yeah. Well, right here. Yeah. Just barely. There's a. Yeah,
Those-
so there's air here, and that's it.
Those are the areas you want to literally like put the grease on the most, and keep that consistent for like, for me, for the big guys, because I do this on my turtles, and my turtles I've had for years, since what I want to say 2014, 15, whenever it dropped,
Right.
and they still hold up. No paint wear, no nothing. Like they're great. And with that, you want to be careful because you're constantly flexing them for poses and stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly.
So you want to take those areas that you're flexing the most and make sure that they get hit the most first, and then spread out. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The portion is right there where it flexes, and then you want to move out.
Good to know. Good to
Yeah.
know. I'll probably try to order some and do that then, because like right now, like I said, it's okay. The damage is already done, and on that one little part, but I'd rather prevent.
This will take care of it.
Perfect.
It will be shiny again.
Then yeah, definitely,
Sweet.
dude. Because it's just like, what the
Mhm.
hell? And it's not a big deal. Like I said, it was still kind of irritating because I literally had it for 5-10 minutes, and then I was like, oh shit, what did I do? So
That was
Yeah,
better
we'll-
than my experience with this guy.
Oh, yeah, it just sucks, man. So, but it's all right. But well, yeah, I'll get some of that myself, and if anybody else wants to try it, that's probably a good thing to do.
For sure.
Yeah, right? Because, geez.
How often do you apply?
I apply once every 6 months, and if I feel it's very dry or it's like there's no moisture in the air or whatever, or it's too humid, I'll just check on it and make sure it's okay. I actually mess around with this guy often. You always see me bring this guy out. Like, he's never really in his box. I love messing with this guy. I'm probably gonna have the same effect with Venom when I get him. But this guy's awesome. It's just a fun toy. You know, like, he's not like Marvel Legends. He's not a statue. He's dope.
Yeah, he looks cool, man. I thought about it too because I'm a big fan of Deadpool and Venom, but it's just, you know, it's that whole trying to stay in a lane situation.
Pick and choose, man. Pick and choose.
Exactly. Single songwriters in the house. What's up, bud? Hello, collectors. Just taking in some knowledge dropping. Appreciate you coming in, bro. As always. Yeah. So let me bring this up because this just was brought to my attention maybe 15 minutes ago by Gamma Overlord. You know, one of our viewers here. He sent me a picture today where he had returned his Grievous, and I know Grievous has been talked about, you know, way too much, right? But obviously because, you know, of the situation. But so Sideshow ended up giving him another one, and this picture he sent me, he replaced it, said, hey, you know, what the hell, guys? And they sent him a new replacement part here, but he received the joints for all of them, as you can see. So, and he's the first that I know that has had that happen.
Yep.
So he's got, you know, the upper arms and the lower arms, and he said it's great. He's able to pose. He's not having any problems. I think I had another image that he had sent me. I'll have to double check, but he got another card that came in with it, but it was the same card that you'd already received if you had your replacement parts. So it's just kind of weird. It's not like a new card. It was like two identical cards. But I just thought everybody should know that if they do have a Grievous and they did get their half replacement parts, they're giving out yet again another replacement part. So like I said, he returned his and got both in one thing.
So hopefully those joints work. Hold up.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. He was saying, you know, everything's working all right. He said the bottoms are just a little loose, but not nearly as bad at all as like what they were. Which, you know, is not to excuse the whole situation, right? But that's interesting. It's just, that's even weirder to me now because they did send out replacements to people, but they, like Shane, you only got half.
Yeah, I got the single arm ones.
Right, like a lot of us had. So it's just kind of, I don't know, but if you guys have it, I would contact them again. Be like, hey, where's the second, you know, the second set of joints? You know, because that's just like, that's a problem, right? That's a problem. Yeah, there's right now, Gamma Overlord. The elbows are a little loose, right? A little mud in the arms. Shoulder joints are tight. Oh yeah, you did. I'll have to take a look here again. I don't know if I had it saved, but that's right. He did send me an image of him holding everything. I'll take a look here in just a moment. I just can't see myself buying it again. Yeah, I know. It's just kind of this whole situation. I mean, anybody here other than Shane actually get Grievous?
No way. No.
No, I didn't think so. I didn't think so.
I'm not dumb.
Well, you have. You know what? Do you have this is what's crazy. I don't even know. Do you have your box near you? No. Shane?
The box, no. For Grievous?
No, of the extras that you showed me before.
The extra parts?
Because I gotta show everybody in the chat. So Shane kept having issues like everybody else, right? With the arms. So how many? So what happened here?
It's all Grievous parts, huh?
So what had happened?
Well,
you kept messaging them.
Initially, I told them I had a broke arm, and then another one that was super loose. So they just sent me whatever I'd asked for. I said the right arm and the left arm of this and that. It was a double and one single. And they sent me replacements, and they were tighter, but not.
Yeah, but you have like
Still
10
wasn't
arms in
good.
there. They sent you like 4 or 5 times, right?
Well, because you get the double arms and the single arm, so it's 4. I think I have a total of 6 arms with all of them.
Oh,
So,
geez.
but then they sent me joints and stuff a couple of times, and then I got the replacement joints. So yeah, I got quite a few things.
Yeah,
from 'em,
well,
so.
if you get him, if you hit him up again and get the second joints, then do you think he's worth it?
Oh well, I mean, he's still worth it to me. I mean, because I don't have a Grievous, and I really want a Grievous. So, to me, I would make it work anyway. Like I already had thought of putting O-rings around the joints anyway to make them tight. So, I would have made it work.
Yeah, no,
but
I figure
people shouldn't have to do that. I'm not saying that. That's just me.
Right.
I wanted a Grievous. He's big. He's intimidating. Look how tall he is, and that coat he's up on a riser.
Yeah, he is pretty. Yeah,
he's big. He's menacing.
He is big. Well, it's just unfortunate because Grievous is such a fan favorite, I guess, in that respect.
Right. So to me, it was worth it, But a lot of people, and I don't criticize anybody for it. I wouldn't, well, I did, but I don't expect people to take that hit. You know what I mean?
Right.
No, I agree. Like I said,
But we beat
I
this
got him
horse to death.
Well, when he was announced in May, I had pre-ordered it, and then, like I said, it was about a week, maybe, and then I just had that feeling, and I canceled it. It's like, nah, I don't want to pull that just to be safe, because I wasn't sure either, and I'm kind of glad I didn't. It's unfortunate though, like you said, because there's you want to be able to, you know what I mean? You want to be able to.
At first, I thought it was Hot Toys, and then I read that it was Sideshow, and I was like, oh hell no.
Right, exactly. Single songwriter. Eventually, someone somewhere is going to 3D print out a metal Grievous piece by piece. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's in the works somewhere, right? I mean, let me take a peek here. Yeah. So I'm just we're not gonna. I don't think so. Like I said, I didn't want to get it, and after everything that we've seen, and now there's like a double, like, oh, here's some parts. Oh, we didn't actually send you all the parts. If you contact us, we'll send them again. Yeah. That's just,
I'll get it for
That's not cool. I'm sorry, Lou?
I said I'll get it for a science project. See what we can do.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing. So, but hopefully, like we were talking last couple streams ago, Hot Toys will probably put it out.
Hopefully.
No, they won't.
That one too.
No, they won't.
You really don't think they will, huh?
No, they won't.
Rodrigo, no, don't say that, please.
Yeah.
No, they won't. I tell it like I see it. Why would they? Right now, spend that much money on something that's going to be very expensive for them?
Yeah, makes sense.
That is not affecting their reputation at all, because everybody knows it's not them. It's Sideshow.
Yeah.
It's actually pushing people towards always buying Hot Toys instead of Sideshow. So why would they?
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, that is an interesting point, right? Like I didn't consider it that way, right? It's not their reputation.
And you need to remember all the crap that this figure brought in the community. You want to be, if you're a company, you want to be as far away from that as you want. Because why would you stake your reputation on trying to do that? Okay, you're gonna make people happy for a few minutes because that everybody will complain about something, right? So I would stay away if I was the company itself. So I'm just thinking about, why would you put your hand in something that you already know it's stinking? As much as this one, because how long has been this coming out, and we're still talking about this shit?
I know, right? It's just been
you know what I mean? I mean, come on. If you bought it, it's fine. You just get rid of it. If you didn't, happy, that's it. Why are we still talking about this?
Right. I know exactly. It shouldn't be. But for this, it's just in particular because, No. What
I'm saying is that not you and not Gamma Overlord. I'm saying that community itself.
About like Hot Toys gonna do it. Hot Toys gonna do it.
Why would why Hot Toys would touch that if they, maybe they will like in 2025, 2029 when there's like very far away from this. Nobody remember this anymore.
Right. No, you're right about that. Yeah, and it is a shame, but well, yeah. Well, I guess we'll see from there. It just kind of sucks for everybody that got it and has to go through all this hassle, and then a lot of people like us who are just like, nope, we're not even gonna buy it.
Right.
And if it was, I think all of us here probably would buy it. Like if it was a solid release, you know what I mean? No,
If it was Hot
no
Toys.
fuss, no nothing, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it stinks. But anyway, enough of that. But Star Wars related though, right? We were talking about it just Tuesday about the Tuscan Raider. Now we were wondering when that's coming out, and then
right.
that night, like you know what I mean? That night, boom, it's out. So I'm
sorry,
just trying to.
I'm sorry. I have to introduce here. Just people are saying that this is a great figure and stuff. I'm sorry. I can't stop looking at it and thinking this guy just took the clothes out of the laundry. Look at that. Look at how clean that is. Look how smooth that is. It's just crazy.
No, I agree. I agree.
Even
I
the
do
hand-
still think it's a great figure, but yeah, he's way too clean. He's way too clean.
What's worse, I think, in the community, I was hearing people saying, "Oh, yeah, it's fine. You can just do a little, dirty a little bit. You wear it a little bit." No, you won't do that, because if you do that, it loses the price as a collectible. We as a community, we don't even freaking get rid of the boxes. And you're going to tell me that people are going to wear they won't wear the figure unless it's like people that like Shane is doing that, like people that already uses as a custom, make it a custom. The regular Joe, not Joe, the regular Joe won't.
The other Joe.
The average.
The average Joes, right?
Not the
Hilarious.
average Joe, but just Joe.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because who the hell is going to buy a new figure and just, I'm going to wear this shit now? Just only people
Right.
that make custom. That's what I'm saying,
Right, definitely his first day on the job.
I just wanted to get this out of the way. Anyway,
First
I
day on the
don't know
job.
about
Well-
you, but I'm looking at some of the shots from the Mandalorian series, and it looks just the same thing as the figure.
yeah,
I mean, it's-
They're clean too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, they're
Yeah.
they are.
they're all launderers. They keep doing laundry every day.
Yeah, they're clean.
I mean, it
So
could be the clean
but
side.
it's-
I mean, but they're accurate to the film. I mean, he makes the point. It's accurate to the film or to
Yes.
the,
No,
you
you're-
know, the show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the problem, if you look at these pictures, he doesn't. When you looked at the pictures of the short trooper, and you're like, oh shit, that looks like a guy wearing the costume, not a figure. That actually looks like a figure. It does not look like a guy wearing the costume. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I do. Well, one of the great things with the short trooper and the Death Watch as well is they do have that weathering on them.
Yeah.
And that's what's difficult in this, because I agree with Rod in that sense. I also agree with KG though, because they are fairly clean looking in the show until they kind of rough up with the crate dragon and all that stuff, but at the same time, so I mean, I get Hot Toys is trying to be screen accurate, but yeah, I think it needs to be dirty. He looks way too clean. That belt is crisp. I mean, everything is extremely clean.
Just came out of the manufacturer, that belt. It's
All
just
I don't
clean.
I don't have a problem with it. I think it looks great. Yeah, it looks great. I mean, I saw the final product photos, and it looks exactly the same thing as the prototype. I have no problems with it. I think it's, the photos did not win me over than the other Star Wars figures. I felt that the pictures for this figure were really boring. That's just my opinion. And it's something that I am not going to get for my collection because I don't have anything to go with them. I know there's a bunch of people that do have the A New Hope figures, and this will go super well with the New Hope figures. But, for people like me who doesn't really have a big Star Wars collection, it's going to be one of those one-off things, right? So it's like I'm going to pass on it.
Yeah, and I thought that you might, just because again, it's it's trying to stay in that not just lane but also priority, right? Like how high up on the list is a Tuscan Raider for you? I mean, But with all that said, though, Rod, how many are you picking up?
None.
Because I know you're not getting them.
None.
You're not going to get not even a single Raider.
None. I mean, this for me, it overcame Lando in uselessness.
Yeah, I would definitely buy Lando over this if I had to pick one.
Yes, KG, because when I talked about Lando, I was getting only one. I only did get only one. It's not because the figure is not good. It's the figure is good. The figure is spot on. It's just that for me, the posing aspect of the figure is very limited. It's very limited.
Yeah, in the movie, he didn't do much. He was just walking and looking
with those clothes.
Nice.
He was just like sitting next to
That's it.
That's it. Actually, yeah. So for me, that was the reason for that.
Yeah.
The reason for me for this one is that I already have the sideshow one. Currently, it's posing with the dewback on the desert. It's more than enough for me. I don't need more, even though they say it should be 3 because they always are in 3s.
I think if you're going to duplicate this Tuscan Raider, if you're going to army build, I think the best is 3. Not over than that. Under 3 is good. Yeah. I don't think having 4 of them just doesn't make sense to me. No. But 3 is a good number for it.
Yeah. For those who wanted, to build 3, I think it would be looking good.
Oh yeah.
I have 1, and the way that my display right now at the moment is, it's together with the dewback with a couple of stormtroopers. It's just a lot of things in the same display already, so I don't want to put more. So it's just gonna be distracting from the other things. So it's not worth it. So for the first time, I'm not buying the figure. So hopefully,
if you're gonna buy 3 from Sideshow, you're looking at a $850 or $860 shipped if you're buying 3 of them, because shipping and Sideshow, it's nuts for especially me in California. We have to pay like $25 in tax for each figure, $17 for shipping. So you got to put that into that. So I mean, if you're willing to spend almost $1,000 for 3 Tuscan Raiders, that's your call. But
yeah. But I'm not. Yeah,
a Hulkbuster.
Well,
right.
Yeah, but it's the thing is too. Like I'm at that point too where I'm thinking, Tuscan Raider's still Tuscan Raider. They're so iconic.
Yeah.
Coming back to the first Star Wars, all the way, even in the, they're in everything. All right, they're in the prequels, Anakin, so it's like, it's rough, right? It's like that Stormtrooper dilemma, right? Where there are certain figures that you may want like a bunch of just to have, and you can put them in different, display situations, throughout the decades, so, but it's, you would, for me, I would have to weather him up. I didn't pick any up. I may, but I don't think he's going to sell out right away.
No, and here's the thing. This is the thing with Star Wars figures to me, because remember when Anakin came out, Dark Side Anakin, that thing sat for a whole year, maybe even more than that. Once that thing sold out, skyrocketed. And I'm not saying that Tuscan Raider is the same level as Dark Side Anakin, but I'm just saying figures like this who sit for a while tend to go up, because now because it's that FOMO. You're like, oh, I got to get this now. And then people want to capitalize on that. And then, you just have that problem.
No, you're right. You're right. I mean, and I know, so Rod, I'm just shocked that you're not getting them, but I understand the reasoning is just being Star Wars. I figured you'd get at least one. The KG I get as well. But I mean, Lou, are you picking them up or?
If I was to pick this up, it would have to be because I'm just collecting just the side characters and not the main characters, because you can get a character whenever, but the side characters is something that you want to have because they always show up in the Star Wars universe. They're always going to be there. They're the citizens of Star Wars. You want those background characters to be in the foreground of your shots or your display. And they're not being the main piece, but they're a complementary piece. So, like you take it how it is. For me, I would get 3 and get a couple of Jawas and make a kind of like a black market thing going on and have Mando just chilling in the
that'd be kind of cool. Like you say, there's a lot of different scenes.
Or get a few of them, get my dark robe Boba Fett, his official return back, which I like to call whack-a-mole because he just whacks them all when he comes back.
Right.
And have him with them. because he's in a Tuscan Raider type outfit. He's been with the people. He speaks the language. We know this. You know, if you follow the lore, you already know. So that's a beautiful way to display and have a reason to buy your Boba Fett 2-pack.
Right, and here's the thing. If this was Black Series, you know I'm 100% getting it because it's the lower price. I can definitely army build it. But we're talking $250, $300 for each figure.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, you got to pick and choose, you know? It's crazy right now.
I agree. And it is a pick and choose. And Shane is like me and like Rob. I mean, we got a lot of Star Wars. We're really heavy into Star Wars. I know Joe is as well, you know, but I mean, Shane, are you picking him up too, or is this a pass for you, or?
He's an eventual. It's not a priority.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I'm trying to fill out the whole Mandalorian line, obviously, but is there something I might want before him? Yeah, I mean, am I going to miss out because he sells out after he's sat for so long? Probably, but I'll eventually get him. I mean, I will get one, just nothing I want right now.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. Do you guys think this figure is underproduced? Because there was a picture roaming around. You know how they show the boxes before they, you know, somebody's like, oh, Tuscan Raider released, and they show like a bunch of boxes. This thing, there's a picture that was roaming around with the Tuscan Raider. There was a bunch of boxes for Tuscan Raider. So I'm thinking that this is not an underproduced figure. If I'm wrong, but judging from those boxes, it doesn't look like an underproduced figure.
Yeah, and let's be honest. Now, this is the new thing in the community, okay? Everything we want to talk about and we don't know, we just talk about this is going to be underproduced, so we should get it. We don't know.
Right.
Nobody knows.
Right. No, we really don't. I mean,
the people that do know are the people at Hot Toys, and they are not saying anything. So we don't know. It could be underproduced. I think KG is right. I don't think that's going to be underproduced. But, right, that's just a guess.
True.
It is a guess,
and how the market affects. I mean, like Denobi's saying there, if they release a Bantha, it would affect the pricing tremendously.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree.
Yep.
Right. I mean, we had that like the sideshow Dewback, right? I mean, you saw how crazy that is now.
Yeah, but
and
they did a
sideshow, but
if they did a Bantha and they did like the family, like he was saying, I want the whole family of Tuscan Raiders, then he would sell, because then you could just create a whole Tuscan Raiders set.
Yeah.
You know, aside from anything else.
that is true. It'd be a whole kind of like how you have like a Jabba set, you know, similar to that. You have like a whole.
Because I'm not going to buy the Tuscan Raider, but if the Bantha comes out, I'll buy that.
Oh yeah, that's gonna sell up to make a Bantha.
Yeah,
like I said several times, creatures like droids and vehicles, it's what you need to get, because those things you not get, you're gonna regret it. It's gonna go crazy in prices. It's very rarely is gonna be redone. So if you like a little bit and you can afford it, you should get those three all the time.
Yeah, and I'm sure all of us really want like a Tauntaun, and you know what you mentioned, Rod. Here's the thing. I think their first creature was the Blurg, right? They made the first Blurg. So I think they want to test it to see if this thing does sell. And if it does sell, if there's a lot of people that really want it, there could be a possibility that afterwards there could be a market for a Bantha and also a Tauntaun piece. So who knows? They might do it. I just have to see the numbers with the Blurg and to see if they
I believe the Tauntaun, I don't believe to come out.
Well, I'm just saying the next Cineverse, whenever that is, you know, they could do it.
It's wishful thinking. I just don't believe it's gonna come out. Like it's like the Dewback. I don't think it's gonna come back ever.
Yeah, it is rough. I mean, but Rod's right. I mean, if they're droids, they're creatures, they're vehicles.
You have to pick
those are things like, and that's not even trying to be like, you know, an enabler or some kind of influence or anything, but just that's general advice for collecting. Droids, vehicles, creatures, do not sleep on those, because you're right, that's like a once in a lifetime, and then they don't come back. I mean, they don't.
I think that with this figure, they should have gave us that that bipedal not bipedal, the canine that
oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
we should have got that with this Tuscan Raider. That would have like sold it automatically. Like, oh, we get that and the creature. Oh, that's just more reason.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, it's
that
like
would
a
draw
mo-
more people into getting it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like Marty with
there's more
Einstein,
options.
essentially.
Marty with
Even though
Einstein,
Einstein looks like shit.
So,
I mean,
or
yeah.
Heavy Mando with the, what is it, Beskar Mando with the pram. You know what I mean? It's something extra.
Right, just as just
It's a little
supplemental
bonus that they can give
accessory
us,
to. Yeah. Well, and what about you, Joe? Are you wanting to be picking up or?
I didn't pre-order this, but I'll be in it for 3. I mean, I see this being around for a little bit, but you have to get it in 3s, and it can go with OT, prequels, Mandalorian.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's all over the place.
Right.
It's all over the place, so you can put it with different parts of your collection. That's right.
And I think that's what I think it. Well, we're guessing it, right? That I think it's
Right.
overly produced because you don't just have Mandalorian fans picking this up, but you have OT fans, you have prequel fans
Exactly.
picking this up. So there's a different variety of people from different Star Wars. From prequels, sequels, not sequels, sorry. Original trilogy and also Mandalorian.
Right.
That's
And-
sequels.
I know that was a mistake. My bad. And I think Rebels too, right? Rebels or Clone Wars. I think they appeared. I'm not
Yeah.
sure, but
Yeah.
you got those people. Yeah, it's gonna draw more people into it.
Exactly. So I'm looking at it 3s, got to get 3 of them, and then you can put them anywhere almost. So
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very much
That'll be a cool
akin to like Stormtroopers. I mean, they're just
Yeah.
they're so universally known that it's like
Yeah.
and not only
So
that,
difficult.
you gotta let Hot Toys know that you want this shit, because then you can't complain about shit down the road that you didn't get such and such because you didn't buy this. You know,
right.
if they don't know you want these,
Yeah.
you're never gonna get the shit that you want. And you're complaining about aliens, they're not making villains or whatever. If you don't buy into this, you're not
Yeah, makes their
you're
point.
doing a disservice to the community too.
Yeah.
So
No, I agree. I 100% agree. And Optical 20 says, Joe, you have to get 4 like Back for Blood.
dude, I had it before you guys, homie. I told you guys to get on it. So anytime you want to play, let me know.
Hell yeah. Sean, welcome, man. What's going on, bud?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey, Sean.
Good,
up, Dave?
good, man.
Time to see.
We were just talking about the Tuscan Raider. Your thoughts?
Because, I mean, it came out a lot quicker than I thought it was going to.
Yeah, we were talking about it that night, and then boom.
Yeah, exactly. Like they probably just heard us talking about it. I mean, as a OG Star Wars fan, dude, you got to, especially with the new Obi-Wan and Boba Fett show coming out, because that's going to take a lot of places on Tatooine. But I mean, as long as these are just like the I forgot what you'd call like the test photos, and they come a little dirtier, it'll be fine.
Nope. They're
No.
clean as a
This is
whistle.
it.
They're clean.
And
This is it.
Perfectly.
I think that's the only problem I have with it. Other than that, it's it's a Tuscan Raider, and people, when you see a Tuscan Raider, you immediately know where it's from. So that's the only issue I have, is if they're that clean, there are going to be a lot of people that are going to have to.
KG,
That's how they are in the show.
Yeah,
They're
like
clean in the
KG,
show.
Show the
Are they
pictures.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're
Wow.
clean.
Nobody.
Yeah, I
actually paid
I didn't really
attention.
connect it when watching, because I didn't, when you're watching Mando, you're just, oh, cool, and you just
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind it. I just a little dirty. That's all I'm asking. Just a little, like a sight of just dirt.
I
and
mean, you
yeah.
live on a desert planet. You're going to get dirty. That's all we're asking.
Yeah. No, I mean, I agree. And it's just, it's kind of funky, right? But
Yeah.
again, it's screen accurate. Hot Toys is like,
Yeah.
no,
Oh, yeah. No,
that's
no,
what
absolutely,
they
absolutely.
pride
But-
themselves with, right? Screen accuracy and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just absolutely insane. Mario, what's up? Look at this panel. What's going on, y'all?
You know,
Oh, man.
How you doing, bud?
I was rewatching now the attack on Luke Skywalker scene on Star Wars
Mm-hmm.
by the Tuscan Raiders. The thing is, the clothes are darker. First of all, right? So the top, what do you call it?
The tunic.
The vest that goes over it. If you look at the movie, it's darker. We don't know if it's because of the time it was filmed, but it's darker for sure, and that's gave us a little bit of a notion that it was dirty. I think, not necessarily was dirty.
Well, absolutely. Like from the original ones, they were definitely darker, and that's what made them kind of a little bit. The color palette was different from the scenery, like from the khaki color dunes and rocks that they were in.
Yeah, but we
This
don't know.
one is just lighter. No, absolutely. You don't know if they're actually clean or not, but it's just that this one is a lot lighter than what we remember. Could be a Mandela effect type of thing where it's not exactly how we remember it, but it's just they seem a lot lighter than what we're used to as a Tuscan Raider.
They are known as Tuscan Raiders because they raid all the washing machines. They wash everything all the time. That's why they're raiders. They just keep washing. That's it. Because I don't know.
Maybe.
It's just for me when you look at this new figure. For me, it just looks like it just came out of the store, and he's like, I just replaced this.
Well,
right.
it's, even
The
in
KG
Star
freeze-
Wars, they have to buy something new.
Oh no, there.
No, he didn't freeze.
That was good. That it almost looked like he was frozen. That's some skill. All
I
right,
mean, I am an actor, right? So it's like
that is true.
Comes easy.
It was Fashion
Right.
Week in Tatooine. That's why everybody came in their best.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Where's tickets at?
oh, I got Leo's tickets.
Oh yeah,
There's a whole
finally.
community of tickets that you need to dish out.
Yeah, and also HBO Max
yeah.
subscriptions.
Yes.
Well, what I was thinking I wanted to kind of guide towards is I saw something interesting earlier today on Hot Toys' announcements. Well, kind of an announcement, right? But it is the 80th anniversary of Wonder Woman.
Yep.
And they were showing this off, right? They were showing this off as like a quick, like a 10, 20-second ad video with just, the pictures flashing and whatnot. Or this specific one, the golden armor. Now, did they do that just because it's the 80th anniversary, or do you think, like we were saying, this is around the corner? I mean, what do you think, Joe?
I'm hoping it's around the corner just for Leo. I want him to get his figure ASAP. He's been waiting forever. I didn't like the movie, and I think the figure looks amazing though. But I won't be picking it up. But I'm happy for anybody that's picking it up, and I really hope it comes out soon because I know Lael and other people have been waiting for a long time for this figure.
Yeah.
So I really hope it's around the corner, and they're just not teasing it for the 80th anniversary of Wonder Woman.
I know, right? That's kind of what I was wondering, right? I mean, honestly, if they are going to release a Wonder Woman, this is the next one in line.
Well,
So
they tease us all the time.
yeah.
So,
right, they do. But I know that she was on that list as well, right, for the delayed releases. So I think this figure looks absolutely
pretty
amazing.
awesome. It's awesome.
Right.
I
They
mean,
did a great job on it, and it's like as for Skinner actors, like you said, like how you're mentioning it. When you see this, you're not thinking about the movie. You're thinking about like where the
Think
comic
about Kingdom
inspiration.
Come.
Exactly.
Alex Ross.
I mean, for me, I would have loved if this was an 80th anniversary figure. If you watch the movie, you know whose armor that is. That would have been amazing if they had in a deluxe version a Linda Carter head sculpt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then
I
that
would've
would
bought
make
it
it
then.
that exactly that would have just the nail in the coffin. But other
Yes.
than that, the head sculpt, the hair, just the way it looks, I think they did a great job on this one.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think though, Sean? Is that something you want to pick up, or?
For me, probably not, unless we see more like Kingdom Come style like characters. Like if they release a Superman that's like a thicker, stockier with the black ass and stuff like that, then this will be a must. But right now, like for Wonder Woman, I would have to backlog to probably just the Justice League Wonder Woman, because of just the iconic Wonder Woman outfit. Like this one by itself, you're not going to look at that from the corner of your eye or look at it from across the room and go, hey, that's Wonder Woman.
Well, and that's the interesting thing, right? Like we had talked about that, but I'll touch on that in a minute just to gather everybody else's thoughts though. Like Shane, you grabbing her?
Not sure yet. I like it, but like I said, I have no attachment to that movie, so I don't I didn't like that movie.
No, I don't like the movie either, but I did like
DC, but I
Did like the
couldn't. I couldn't with that one.
right.
You know.
Hey, Jason, everybody, if you have not met Jason, Jason's one of our viewers and Patreons. Decided to have him come on in and chat with us today, so we'll just give him a warm welcome, everybody. How you doing, Jason?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, of course. We were just talking about the golden suit, man. What are your thoughts?
I'm not a big DC guy. I mean, outside the scope of Batman, but yeah, I would definitely acquire that. That's like one of those pieces. Like, if you have that in your display and you have that out for people to view, that's one of those. If that's not your area, like if you're not a DC fan, those are one of those pieces that you want to add to your collection. That's just my personal thought. Just the way it is now. I don't know if it's going to be like how they did the Midas, the first Midas, not the second iteration where they did the die cast and the paint was better on that. I hope they do it that way, because if you're going to do that, that's the suit to do it on. To have it where it has that paint application, where it looks legit, like it looks like it's metal.
Yeah, I agree. Just real quick.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Real quick, Joe, just to interject, since we got a full house here.
Mario,
what is cracking, El Professor? How you doing, man?
Good, chilling, man. What's going on, Six Scale Mafia? What's happening?
Shit, it's what we do. We just chilling, shooting shit, doing the
Mario,
right.
how's the moving process?
Yo, I'm taking a break right now, man. I mean, this weekend is crunch time for me. Technically, I got another week, so yeah, I'm trying to be out of here by Sunday, man. So just keeping it moving, man. So a little bit of time.
Right. Real quick, Andre says he's not a fan of Marvel, but bought the diecast Midas Iron Man. It's a beautiful piece of art.
It's sick, dude. Like, I've got it. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Right, and Shane had, I'm gonna make you do it. I'm gonna make you do it.
Free shipping right now at Sideshow.
Yeah, you guys talked me into picking that piece up.
I already bought one. It says limit 1.
Right, but Shane did a custom on it.
Yeah,
it looks great.
Yeah,
what'd you do with it, Shane?
I used them. I took them apart and I made. I took a Mark 7 and my Midas and made a comic concept Mark 7, kind of like the Mark 46 comic concept, but I did that with Mark 7 because I like that armor a little bit better.
It looks amazing.
It looks pretty cool. Well, see him. I can grab him real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, if you can.
I gotta check it out.
Yeah, it looks
that Mark 7's been recycled 70 times, man. I mean, I want to pick up that Midas, but I'm so on the fence about it. Just because it's like I've always liked that color, the different shades of gold, and the fact that it's die-cast right now. But it's like,
yeah, but you gotta worry about the defect.
Oh yeah,
just can't pull the trigger. Yeah, I heard about it.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yo, nice.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, I like it's that whole gold legs, gold arms, gloves, boots effect, like an actual suit. But yeah, you need a Mark 7 and Midas to make it.
Man.
Hey Anthony, can you go full screen on Shane?
Yeah, let me just pull that up really quick. My bad. That's just trying to control everything there.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that's nice. That's nice, man. Great job, dude.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Pretty soon you're going to be getting how much?
How much what?
People are going to be like, how much you want for that?
Well, you can pick them up. Anybody can make them. It's, I'll show you how. It's going to cost you $800. But
can I just say that I'm mesmerized by the collection behind Shane. Just looking at all those Star Wars figures behind him, man. That's like, yo, you're speaking to me, bro. That's a thing of beauty, man. No, not behind me. Not behind me. Behind Shane.
Yours is all gone. Yours is all gone.
Mine's gone. Yeah.
Kenobi.
Look at that. That's a nice setup, man. Look at that with the clones. I love it, bro.
Yeah, that Obi.
Oh, you've got the head sculpt on the Shock Trooper or the Coruscant Guard, rather. Nice.
Yeah. Why don't you show what's going on over there, bro?
Show the General Kenobi.
You've got your Kenobi there for those who haven't seen it. I know. It's
every
just,
time,
every time.
Hey man, it's because it's such a good figure.
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
No.
So is that a legit first party head?
No, actually, I cheaped out on it. It was like $30, but
Nice.
it was dang close. It was dang close. So I was like, whatever.
Yeah, from here
I might get one
from here
down
was
the
good.
road, but it's
Yeah,
all
that's awesome.
you know. It's got the little side thing there. It's good. I like
What-
So
it.
if the
what's
general,
that head scope from?
That eBay. I got them just Obi-Wan sculpt. I looked up and then there was 1/6 scale.
if the General Kenobi finally drops, will you be picking that up, or are you just gonna
Yep.
hold on to this guy?
Well, I'll still pick them up.
Nice.
You know, it's a hot toy. You know,
Yeah.
like I'll probably
Guy with
do
official.
an Anakin one as well, but I need a head sculpt for that too.
eBay, third parties, man.
Yeah.
They're all out there.
No, it was looking good, man. You know, and just we were wrapping on that segment there, but do you Mario, I don't know, man. What about that Wonder Woman? That's what we were talking about. Is that something you think you're gonna grab, or?
No, hell no. I want nothing to do with that movie, dude. I don't want
But not
anything
even, like-
from that figure. Nope.
Just
Nope.
nothing?
Mm-mm. No. Look, I can't deny that portrait is nice. That's like the best version of Wonder Woman, in my opinion. But nah, I don't want anything from this movie, bro. Yo, I only got halfway through it, and I was like, I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm done.
yeah, like, I
I'm
didn't
done. I couldn't even
even-
finish it.
Yeah, I couldn't. Like I tried watching just like 20 minutes or so, and I just
After
Like,
20
I
minutes,
couldn't-
that was it. You just gave up.
dude, I was just kind of like, and then I clicked the screen and I'm like, wow, this is long.
You
You
ever
know?
went to the
It did take a while to get going, dude.
A slow burn.
Right? Well, hey,
No, it
look,
really
not
was.
that I don't appreciate or can get into long movies. I mean, we watched the Snyder cut.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, granted, we took we broke it in half because it's 4 hours, but I mean, at least that one like really held my you know what I'm saying, that held my attention.
Yeah.
This Wonder Woman didn't, but I love the suit and I love the sculpt, and I'm thinking that might be one to grab. I mean, just for the sake, it's like a Kingdom Come, style.
Aesthetically, she's gorgeous, dude. It's a gorgeous looking piece,
Yeah.
But for me personally, I've got no attachment to that movie. I never finished it. Don't care about it. So, and I didn't need more focus, man. I mean, I got more of this stuff coming in. I mean, not this particular, line, but I just got more statues coming in amongst other things. So yeah, just trying to stay in my lane a little bit. Like y'all say.
Definitely. I know, and that's the hardest part.
I don't know about that.
Mhm.
No, Joe's in every lane.
Joe Lynch Design knows nothing about. You're pretty much everywhere, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you,
Every
dude.
lane.
I hear you, bro.
Yeah. What are you doing? I think Lou's having problems with his phone. What are you doing over there, Rod?
Toledo. Yeah.
Oh, that was fast. Didn't you just order her?
Yeah.
Like yesterday?
Yep, the day before.
Oh, yeah.
So the guy shipped yesterday and arrived today. So it's a day.
Dang.
Wow. Okay. Well,
Getting booted, man.
As long as its origin is in New Zealand, it's 1 day to reach you. So probably inside.
How was that figure, Rod? Like from other people that I've seen, like the posability is like supposed to be off the charts. Yeah.
It is. It's
Can't get my eyes that wide.
right.
Me
Yeah,
either.
she looks cool. That's one thing I think for me too. I didn't see that movie, so I have no.
Oh, bro, you gotta check it out, man.
Yeah.
I personally
It's a good
fell in love
film.
with the character. I have that figured, and I love it, man. It's great. Even though it doesn't really fit in a lot of stuff that I have, but I do have like a little section for a bunch of one-offs.
Yeah.
So, but it's an amazing figure. She looks great, and yeah, there's something more expensive I'm looking at picking up as well, but I don't know if I could do it yet. So
Yeah. No, she looks great. It just I don't know. You know what I mean? I haven't seen it, so I'm not really sure.
yeah, no, don't sleep on it, man. Check it out.
Yeah.
That's probably like one of those
Right.
figures.
Yeah, single songwriter. Right. Yeah, that was a
Correct.
Kingdom Come run, like that outfit.
Mhm.
So that's kind of why I'm like looking at it just as a comic book, buff. It's like
Yeah.
that suit looks cool, man. It really does for me. And I know you just also kind of chimed in, but I don't want to bring it back up. But for Mario, the Tuscan Raider though, what do you think? Is that
I heard everybody talking about how clean that suit is, and I agree. The thing is, I believe it was portrayed like that on the Mandalorian itself. You know, so I'm not that mad at it. I'm picking it up. I mean, I didn't get a chance to get the sideshow version of the back in the day, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick this guy up. I'm thinking about picking up 2 of them because I think there's like a different bandolier, just kind of swap out the display options a bit. So
Right.
so we'll see. But I definitely have one on order, man. So yeah, I'm in for it. But I think it's fine. I think it's fine personally. I can go ahead and look past the clean look of it overall. And just appreciate it. Just appreciate it for for what it is. And I'm a Star Wars fan, dude. I'm biased.
Well, yeah, and it's a Tuscan Raider. Like at the end of the day, right? I mean,
yeah, exactly.
It's just I feel the same. Like maybe if I pick them up, I'll weather them a little, but
yeah, and that's the thing. You can totally do that. To your heart's content.
Yeah.
So
yeah, because for ones like that is, I think like for us, like I don't think those are necessarily ones that we would look at and sell.
Right.
Right. So if it's staying in the collection, I don't really mind, kind of, altering it a little bit. Like I know Rob was saying, like, most people probably won't because if they ever decide to sell it, they've, technically damaged their figure, right? But
yeah, for sure.
No, I think otherwise he does look great. The accessories look cool. But yeah, he's just a bit clean, man.
You guys were talking earlier about this Eye of the Storm and this and that. There is so much coming out right now. It's crazy. It's absolutely
all the way
nuts.
Through Christmas, it's gonna be nonstop.
Yeah.
Oh, let's not talk about Christmas.
Lou's not ready for it.
I can't even.
We got No Way Home still to be announced. Other stuff from Far From Home to be announced.
Oh man, I can't wait.
You get what I'm saying? So
yeah,
right.
Oh my God.
That's why I'm being selective because we got No Way Home. We got the Batman coming out pretty soon, and the Book of Boba Fett. You just gotta pick and choose, man, because you got those series coming. You gotta think of the future.
Well, KG, you're all about that No Way Home hype, bro.
I'm telling you, like every single stream I just mentioned it. It's like, oh, can't wait for No Way Home, Yeah.
Because we don't know what we're gonna see, bro.
Right, and I mean, I think we're all probably pretty hyped with it.
I'm not.
Well, except Rod, right?
Everyone except for Rod.
But I mean, and I'm more hyped movie-wise, right? Just because I kind of want to see like how this is gonna,
the next chapter,
connect with this whole multiverse thing, and with Doctor Strange's movie coming, and everything that we had seen like with Wanda, and
yeah,
you guys think it's gonna be the last? I'm sorry, you guys think it's gonna be the last one that we're gonna see from with this whole
Tom
Sony
Holland.
and Tom Holland thing? Yeah.
He mentioned that it's going to be the last Homecoming trilogy. They're going to bring a new director, new vision, so it's going to be a new thing. But as far as ending it off with Tom Holland, I don't think anytime soon.
No, I don't think so either.
I think it's more of like just like the end of the trilogy.
I'm talking about as far as keeping it in the MCU. I mean, the fact that it could be a bunch of different things and still proceeding with Tom Holland, but under Sony. That's the thing.
Yeah. Right.
So technically the contract is up. This is his last film. So I mean, I'd hate to see it. I want to see more of Tom Holland in the MCU, but I mean, I personally think it's bad business if they stop that because I believe they got a good thing going on.
For sure.
But yeah, no, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I think there's going to go on a hiatus because I think that lawsuit's still inactive. That lawsuit that's going on with the licensing of certain characters in Marvel for it was Kirby stuff.
That's sold, right?
Right.
It's Kirby, Ditko, and Stanley Estates.
Yeah, all that. Yeah, all those estates. So like all the people who own or relatives that are inheriting this wealth is like, all right, the contract is up. You have your time now. The company's going to have to dish out whatever they need to dish out in order to keep these. We had the same situation with Superman, and Superman's still with DC. So
right.
Yeah.
So,
but what, like 8 or 10 years ago that happened, if I remember right.
Yeah.
That's why you notice everything that has Superman says Superman and then the name of the creator. Because we had that a couple years ago with that series for those characters, and it's happening with every character. Every character behind the scenes always has some sort of issue with rights, so that's why we don't get characters all the time in TV shows, movies, and Hot Toys. You got to remember there's different categories for likeness rights. There's categories for comic books or printed media, for TV shows, for movies. So it's gonna take a while for them, but I think that's what it is they're gonna take a little break from this trilogy, and they're gonna try to figure out what they're gonna do to either bring in Sony or keep it separate and kind of keep their distance. But I don't think so. I think there's too much of a opportunity for the next 10 years for for Disney to keep Holland, especially with other future endeavors, so that we know there's characters that this character interacts with. So I don't think he's going anywhere from the MCU. It's just there'll probably be a small break that we'll see once they figure it out.
I think you leave. I don't think
No.
No, there's no way. No, and I agree with what Mario was saying too. From a business standpoint, it really doesn't make sense for them to just isolate him in this Sony world, right? It's gonna also confuse.
Not
Sorry,
only
Joe, go ahead.
that was Feige's pick. He had to convince Sony to take on Tom Holland. They had picked somebody else, and Tom Holland was Feige's pick, and he pushed for that. So I really believe that they got plans for him, and to go back to this lawsuit, I think they're just going to pay out and make it quick, because the same lawyer that's representing the estates on this represented the writer and original creator of Friday the 13th, and he just won the rights back for that guy.
That's right,
but
that's right.
From
You
what
were
I
saying
understand, this is Disney preemptively or proactively suing the estate, right? It's not the other way around.
No, I think
it's
I
the
don't
other
know.
way. It's the estates suing Disney for.
No. I'll send you guys an article right now. It's actually Marvel. I'm looking at an article from Hollywood Reporter.
That would
Marvel
make
suing
sense.
to keep the rights to Avengers characters from copyright termination. So after a certain period of time, all the characters, through the copyright, revert back to the original owners. So before that happens, Marvel and Disney are being proactive and suing them so they can try to hold on to their assets and everything that they have.
Okay.
That sounds like a Disney move.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
It's Marvel, so
100%.
I dropped a link in the chat if you guys want to check it out.
Yeah.
I think they'll still have to pay out something, because Marvel's notorious for fucking their creators on everything.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's
And
been
with
going
all
on for decades.
Yeah, with all the multiple times Marvel has almost been bankrupt, that's why there's so much issue legally with all the backroom stuff, because Marvel back in the day, they were selling rights left and right just to keep the doors open.
Yeah,
and that's why we're starting to see the fallout from what they did. And that's what's going to happen. But like you said, now it's Disney Marvel. Marvel has the Disney backing.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it will be a lot easier for them to just pay out and keep the rights or do what they need to do. And it's just they're trying to get ahead of the curve, I think.
Well, it'll tie it up in court too on their side, and they'll get an extension as long as they're the ones suing. Then it's gonna drag out for a little bit, and they'll still have a reprieve, so they'll get extra time.
It's always nice when the mouse is the kingpin of Marvel.
I know, right? But Joe's right
And
though. They can drag that shit out, and
Well, it's a court tactic, right? It's people do it all the time in business to get things extended, and then they'll counter sue, and it just keeps on going until the money's gone. But Disney isn't going to run out of money, so
they got the deep
pockets.
Yeah,
right. They can just gonna go forever and ever and to the end of time, right?
They got that Scrooge McDuck money.
That might be
Absolutely.
That might be the ploy by Disney, thinking, okay, since they were being sued for the copyright or the properties of it, Disney's like, well, we got way more money than the original creators, so we'll just buy it out and kill them in time, so they waste all this money and probably give up.
Yeah, they could run out of money for sure.
Yeah,
it's a.
That's sad, but I mean,
tactic.
That's probably a tactic, unfortunately.
That's true. That is.
Yeah.
And it's a shame too, because it ultimately affects the fans.
The fans. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Like at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know, because we're the ones that enjoy, you know, whether we grew up reading the comics or some of us have grew up watching the movies, you know? So it's just, it's unfortunate that a lot of them are like, hey, you know, here's all this legal problems over here that we're just going to do for whatever's, you know, whatever the situation is for the week, right? There's always something that's happening either with creators or like Joe was saying, you know, they just, you know, if they were a little more generous with the people that like got them to where they were, then, you know, we wouldn't be kind of running into a lot of these problems.
That's why Image Comics was formed, because of that
Right.
reason.
Different. You just, if you think about what you just said, in worldwide speaking, that civilization would be different if that was actually true.
Well, sure, but what I mean is the sense that like there's been a lot of artists and writers and creators over the decades that have created these characters, you know, and gain nothing from it now, you know, at all.
Yeah, but that happens in every walk of life. If you think about it.
Yeah.
So
In
the
every
guy
business.
that sold the operational system to Bill Gates, he sold it for $20,000, and now he gets nothing. And Bill Gates like a billionaire. You know, unfortunately, that's how capitalism works. The moment you sell your property, it's not yours anymore. And
that is true.
In the U.S., Disney actually may change the law to extend the time that intellectual properties would expire because of you know, Mickey Mouse and stuff.
Right.
Because it wasn't that, it was, I think now it's 75 years, and before was like 25 years or something.
Something, yeah. Something like
I
that.
remember hearing that.
It's pretty standard, because like in my industry, if I design a bike or whatever I design while I'm employed by that company and I'm in-house, it's theirs. They own it.
Yep.
You know, it doesn't matter what I make or whatever. They
it's
get
different.
everything.
But Joe, if you do something else while you're not employed and sell them the rights for that, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
That's a different thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different thing, and it'll make me a lot more money. But I mean, I'm just saying, like when you work in-house like that, and it doesn't matter what I come up with, it goes back to like the guy that created Bratz while he was working at Mattel doing Barbie. And then they found out, and then Mattel sued Bratz, and they had to pay him a certain amount of money. So because he created it while he was working at Mattel.
So they didn't. They own basically him, not his thought process or his creation.
He was an employee, and then you sign your contract states that anything you create while you're employed by Mattel, they own. And then he created Bratz on his own, and then did a different thing, and then he had to pay him back for all the years that they were doing it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's crazy.
When you think about it, like Rod brought up, though, a lot of artists, right, whether it be graphics or even music, you know, at the time, man, when they're being proposed this, they're not thinking about the long game. They're thinking like the 10 feet in front of them. Hey, this guy's going to give me all this money, and this is a way for me to get an out. And they take the out, not knowing the end result. It's catastrophic 20 years down the road.
Yeah.
They don't think of it. They think it's just a fad at the moment, not knowing it's going to be generational wealth at the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because to be fair, when the guy purchased from you the music or the cartoon or whatever, it's a gamble for him too, because it can like blow up in the future, but it can just die.
Mm-hmm.
For example, it can go like top of the billboard, and then he multiplies his money. But of course, people just don't like it or just die like a couple of months. So it's a gamble for the company too. So it is complex. I think it is very complex. The idea of perpetual ownership, it's complex, I think. Which is that what they're fighting, that because what they want is that we invested in this, now this is ours. The problem is that the law says it reverts to the previous owners, so that would also be unfair, right? Because what you're saying is that the law doesn't work. only works if, like you were saying, I got more money than you, I would just sue you until bankruptcy.
Right.
Which
Ride it out. Right?
happens. We know in every walk of life.
Yes.
That is true. That is true.
I think the average for a Marvel comic creator would get $5,000 to $8,000 on something like that. Is what the latest. I think there's a documentary on Disney Plus about Marvel creators, and it came up. It was like $5,000 or $8,000, something around there.
Jeez.
For the creation of a character or for the job done on a line of books?
I believe it was for like Jim Shooter. He created Secret Wars or something like that, and he just got recently proposed to do a novel, and they said, hey, we want you to write this novel. We'll pay you like $10,000, but we want you to write it as if how it would work in the MCU. And he goes, what? He goes, so you want to take this and turn it into a movie?
A movie, yeah.
Or a big thing? And he's like, yeah, I'm out.
Yeah.
Unless they're going to pay him a shit ton more money, because he knows. He's like,
Pay me shares.
yeah,
Pay me
exactly.
shares.
Yeah.
They were trying to pull it, man. Like, hey, I'll give you 10K right now, and I'm gonna make millions off of it, because
Right.
the way they framed it to him, like, hey, write it for this. So he already saw the writing on the wall. It was like, oh no,
Yeah.
you're not about to make money off my back, bro. You know?
And Jim Shooter's been around a long time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Seasoned. Yeah.
Long time. Real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this one up too, because we're getting a lot of mixed responses on that one. But Rod, I'm gonna have you kind of take over on that for a second, because I have to walk away for just a moment. But I will be right back.
Yes, this sucks. Anybody else?
Yeah.
Too blunt?
All right.
Good start.
Unfiltered.
It was good. It was good to talk about this figure. Now to the next. Let's use.
Joe, are you picking this up?
Oh, dude.
Joe,
I'm in every lane. That's the problem. And I'm thinking I need to get out of certain
Marvel.
things. And I think I've really got to just focus on Star Wars and Spider-Man. Spider-Man and Star Wars, I think, is where I gotta be. Otherwise, like, literally, I got Transformers from 3.0,
and Power Rangers.
Yeah, like, it's like
You can start with those.
Wait,
you can
what?
start with those, man.
G.I. Joe. I just got Snake Eyes in. I haven't gone downstairs to pick them up yet, but I've got Storm Shadow. I mean,
Joe, you're killing me with this.
what do you mean? I'm killing me. Yeah, so probably not. I think, I don't know. I loved her character. She's probably the best character in that movie.
I think so too.
But 270 for it, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the new normal.
She's actually the most expensive one in the line, by the way. If you guys don't know, I think it was Black Widow that was 260, Taskmaster 250. She's the most expensive one right now.
I think what we need to look at, though, is we're having a major shipping issue.
Yeah.
And WWE figures went up $10, and people freaked out, and they were contacting Mattel. Mattel reps said it was a mistake, but then when they went back to the store, the figure stayed at the $10 increase. And if we're looking at shortages, I do believe that everything is going to go up. It doesn't matter what industry we're in. I think we got to get prepared that if this is an ongoing issue, our figures are going to go up a little bit.
I imagine Joe. They asking Mattel, and they say, "Oh, what? It increased by 10. That's a mistake." And then went to the store. It's actually increased by 15.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Mattel calls them, hey, by the way, it's supposed to be $15, not $10.
Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
Anybody else picking up this figure?
You know,
No.
I
don't know.
I saw the movie. I wasn't super impressed with the movie. I did like this character in the movie, and until I saw this character, I never wanted the Scarlet Johansson, the Black Widow. But now that I see this figure, it makes me want to have those two. I don't know, but just because I think this figure looks really good.
Thank you.
She's hilarious in it. So.
Yeah. So I don't know. I didn't think I wanted it, but
Rod definitely doesn't want it.
Right.
There's no point.
Rod
in
doesn't
asking
want
him.
this.
No, but I have now a strict lane to follow. So
Right. I
even
need
though
to adopt
my
that.
opinion, sorry.
I said I need to adopt that.
Yes. Yeah. Like I said, it's fine if you have 2 lanes, like I do. I collect Star Wars and then random figures, which go into like the solo or like, a couple of figures.
Right.
Right.
Don't like stray into like Marvel universe, like DC universe in the way that's gonna be a collection. So I collect Supermans, for example. That's a separate thing. I collect John Wick, which is a single one. Alita, which just arrived, which they are separate. They're just single ones. And other than that, Star Wars, because Star Wars is Star Wars. You need to have it, and you have to have them all.
Hey,
Well,
do
yeah,
any
I
of you
mean-
guys on the panel ever not look up some stuff purposefully so you don't get into it? I'm just curious if you like look at something and go, "Oh, I can't look at these anymore." Purposely look them up because you'll take the dive and then you're screwed.
Flash. I didn't until we actually put it here. I hadn't watched it because I know that I love the series.
Mhm.
And if it comes out like the series, I'll have to have it, like Supergirl. And I'm very much into TV series, much like you guys are into like comics and stuff. I was never into those. I'm into TV series, so anything that comes from TV series for me, it's hard to pass. So I tried
It
to.
was interesting that they decided to do that too, like we were talking about before with the CW Flash. Like, he looks great. I know, Sean, you're definitely picking him up.
Oh yeah, I think he's already paid off. So
We were debating
releases,
last time. I know you weren't here, but we were debating. Do you know what season that suit is?
it's technically season 1 and 2 because he comes with the season 1 insignia that's the red underneath the lightning bolt, and then he has another insignia that you can replace it with that has the white underneath the lightning bolt.
Okay, because we weren't sure because the outfits keep changing and.
Well, yeah, it's the outfit in the more recent show that's coming out soon is going to be the more realistic or more comic accurate with the addition to the gold boots. But the figure that Hot Toys is releasing has 2 replaceable insignia, so it will be season 1 and season 2.
Okay. Yeah, that's something I was thinking myself, and I know now that's what Rod was saying. Now he wasn't thinking about it, but then he checked it out, and now Rod's picking it up.
He probably is
that
because
right,
he looks
Rod?
like he's busy right now. He's clicking away.
He is bringing it up.
There we go.
It looks great.
Yeah. But I still prefer to just sleep Flash. That's just me.
For me,
Now, which Flash do you pick?
Get it. You need to get that one, even if it's by itself, because I would still get it.
Yeah. I
No,
just
that's good.
the head sculpt in general is amazing because it's just perfect.
It
Yeah.
looks like him.
It really does, and I don't think I would. I mean, I know they were showcasing, that he will have a separate sculpt as well, which we haven't really seen the final yet. But I mean,
Yeah, you see
I
the
don't think he
insignia
needs
changed
it.
how it has the red and the white. So
Yeah.
he
He
has
also-
he has the Speed Force effect. He has the 2 different insignias. He comes with Jay's helmet, which is going to tell you if this sells, they're going to make a J.
He comes with
Then
a
he has the booster that he took from Thawne. He has the helmet there, and then they're going to have another face without the mask, and he has the tachyon enhancer.
Yep.
Now, are those like
And all for
lightning?
$250.
Are those lightning things? Are those magnetic?
I don't know. It'd be nice if they are.
They stick to it's like
Yeah.
the Flash where you just stick it on to the figure. It's the same thing with the Miles Morales figure as well.
yeah, I was gonna say like with Miles, it's like the light. You just slide it on type
Yeah, you just
situation.
slide
I
it on,
think.
yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm just looking like underneath the armpit. Like, how is that? You know what I
think
mean?
it goes.
Yeah, it's
you
like a
know-
loop around the lightning. You can just fit it in.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be maybe something like that. I mean, KG, did you watch any of the show at all, or?
Oh yeah, I was a huge fan till season 5, and then after that, it just got boring. I was a huge fan of this version of Flash, but for me, I like continuity with my collection. So if I were to get this figure with my Justice League figures, I would not have liked my collection that much. So I personally prefer the Justice League version of Flash. I just think that armor is pretty cool, in my opinion. So,
well, and
the armor was great, but the character was
No.
annoying.
Did you just say
he's better than in the cut than in the
Oh yeah,
actual,
no,
yeah.
absolutely. In the cut, he's way better. But
Yeah.
he was so
I mean, that
annoying in the
scene-
Whedon one.
That scene where where he goes like back in time and fix things. Oh man, yeah,
Yeah.
I
That's
mean,
why it made me like him better.
yeah.
But I like my first taste of Urza Miller's was like, no. But hopefully he gets better in his own movie, because now he can actually develop the character instead of what Whedon did.
I'm not
Yeah.
so hyped about the Flash just because it's going to be in that continuity of the original Justice League cut, so he's going to be annoying.
okay. I understand what you're saying. So you already have the Justice League.
I do have. I just need Cyborg. That's all I
and then it
need.
would be good. Yeah, it's fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, which
Why-
makes sense.
Otherwise, it wouldn't make sense.
Well, I mean, Joe brought a good point, because Joe, you told us that the director saw the cut and they went to Discovery. You want to tell us about that?
Him and his wife did an interview, and they said that they watched the Snyder cut and they liked it so much. They contacted the higher ups of Discovery Plus, who's taken over all his streaming for Warner Brothers, and they asked him if they could keep it in that continuity and to modify the script, and they gave him the blessing. So they really like the Snyder cut, is what they're saying.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that's
I like
gonna propel inward, right? Like if they're like, hey, look, everybody really enjoyed that, and if they enjoyed it, and they want to incorporate some of that into it.
I didn't.
And it's such. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I didn't.
You didn't.
enjoy it.
You didn't enjoy the Snyder cut?
No.
Well, it's not for everybody. But do you like the Joss Whedon one more?
No, that also sucks.
Okay. Yeah.
Just didn't like either one in general, man.
Just didn't like either one. In
It's just
general.
this is how it goes.
It sucks. It sucks less than the John Wayne one. Yes.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah, see,
water
Soul
boy.
Nightmare was saying here, since CW Flash has nothing to pair him with, decided to pose him chasing a possessed Jay Garrick helmet by putting him on the stand for race training remote with some lighting on it.
Yes.
No, and that's and that's the thing, right? Because we were talking about that before, and that's a huge thing with collectors is that okay, we're having a CW Flash, but that's all they announce. So there's this apprehensiveness, right, with all of us, right? Because do you gonna buy him? Is he gonna be a one-off figure? And then if not, right, then Hot Toys goes, well, look, the pre-orders were crap. Nobody bought, so we're not gonna make any more. But
I think if they had a couple of other releases from the CW verse, like if Hot Toys had their own version of Arrow or something like that, stuff to pair with Flash, then they'd see the pre-order skyrocket.
The decisions at Hot Toys, I don't think that's how it works.
No, it's not how it works, but I think that's one of the things is like they're testing a different thing with the Flash. They're seeing if maybe this DC thing.
That's the thing, Sean. I don't think they're that professional. I think it's way more like a small company, which the owner goes and say, "Oh, I like this series. Do this one."
Well, no, that's true. Like they mostly make stuff that the owner likes,
If I
but
don't, it doesn't come out.
yeah, but
that is true.
That is true. That's what he does. But also, as a business standpoint, if they wanted to dip their toes in a different thing, such as they have all the Marvel and Star Wars, but there's this genre of like DC characters, such as the CW verse. They don't want to go full head into it, but I think if they were planning to, they would have released a couple of others, such as like an Arrow to go with the Grant Gustin Flash. And then you would see the pre-order skyrocket. I think it's just having the one character.
If they made a reverse Flash.
Yep. That's it.
Or tease in the promo photos how they blur out one figure and it shows another one from the series.
Yeah, I think they were testing it. I think they were testing because this was their first CW figure, so they're trying to test the waters.
That could still happen.
I'm sorry.
It would be nice.
I agree with you, AJ. I think that could still happen.
It could. I mean, they just have to see if the numbers do well. I mean, right now, currently that figure is probably underproduced. So if that does sell and if there is supply and demand, they might go for that reverse flash. And if they do, I'm buying it.
Yeah.
I love reverse flash. I think he's probably
No,
one of
you
the
have
What do
better.
you guys think about third-party figures? Because didn't they just drop a Green Arrow?
They did, but I'm
the
not.
Green
I'm not
Vigilante?
testing the quality,
The
man.
Green Vigilante.
I
Yeah,
can't
nope.
test the quality.
I heard it looks great.
It looks great, but the quality, you just never know. I mean, I trust Hot Toy quality, but not third party. I can't.
I think he's
get my
grabbing
finger
it.
in it.
Yeah, because Anthony has mine, so I think he might be grabbing it right now. But Anthony has my Green Vigilante right now.
What I will say, I think what Hot Toys, there's no rhyme or reason with them. Okay, so I think what they're trying to do is test the water to see what fish will bite, because people are starting to get burned out. Like, you got Mandalorian, so they're riding that train. They're going to ride the Book of Boba Fett. They're going to pump out figures for that. They got Marvel, the MCU is kind of dwindling down, and then now they got the Spider-Man that's going to give them a new push. So I think they're looking for fillers to see other parts of the market, so they can still keep the cash cow rolling. And Sean's got a point, Rod's got a point, but if they don't reach outside the box and try new alternates and keep pushing the same thing, we're all creatures of nature. We're going to get bored with it, and we're going to be looking for third-party figures, and then those companies are going to push up their quality, and it's going to drive business away from Hot Toys.
Right.
It's just food for thought. That's a business model.
To go back to the Tuscan Raider, it's like, if we don't buy into that and they look at that, and then we don't get any more alien characters or anything like that because we didn't pick up the Tuscan Raider, and they look at that and they're like, oh shit. It's like, that's a big bummer. So, it's like, you got to pick them up.
I think I'm going to hold off on Tuscan, because I think Book of Boba Fett, I think we're going to see that come out in there. And then we probably are going to get that dingy, dirty one that everybody's wanting. You know what I mean? The weathered. And
cool. We got a variant.
Yeah.
That would piss a lot of people off too.
Cool.
It's not going to be any. It's not going to be any sweat off of Hot Toys back. They're going to be like, well, all we got to do is do a little, patina to it, and then here we go, pump it out for another.
I mean, they did it with the Trooper, right? With the
the Remnant Trooper is just a stormtrooper with some weathering on it.
Yeah, essentially.
They already had the mold for it. Didn't cost them money for it. Yeah. And then look at that in the secondary market. You know what I mean? Like, it's still pushing $400, man. And that's a $250? Wasn't that what? $250?
So are the rest of the Rogue One troopers, man. Same thing.
I know.
Those are just stormtroopers too, and
yeah, we got to get Baze, man. Baze got to come out.
Just a quick reference. So yeah, I have him here. This is the
that
Green
looks pretty damn good, dude.
No,
yeah,
I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
He's good. I mean, it's not, the body doesn't feel like quite Hot Toys, right? And the fabric, it feels, if you have third party figures, you kind of know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
The quality's not like amazing, but yeah, I mean, the sculpt looks great. I mean, he's got the mask.
It looks better than the old Sideshow ones.
Oh yeah.
No, I mean, this is a cool.
You're kidding.
This is pretty good, man, for what it is, and he's cheap, and
who made that?
This is the So-So Toys.
How much is he going for right now?
Yeah, I think 150 or
150.
Oh wow, not bad.
He's pretty cheap. Yeah, so it's just interesting because they even have him on the cover.
Yeah,
and it's like totally unlicensed, right? But it's like slightly altered. Like you can tell his face is a little bit skewed.
It's the toy with the Photoshop face on it. That's what it is.
Yeah,
got the lighting on the box and everything.
So I mean, so but you know who he is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I got him, because I'm getting the Flash. I had to get an Arrow to go with him, and I'm like, right now, that's the only one that's available.
And he comes.
But if Hot Toys releases an Arrow, it's an instant buy, and I'm swapping it out.
Here's the thing, and I'll show you one more time, because he comes with 4 extra hands, so not a lot of hands, but and I didn't pull any of this out of the box yet. But
thank you.
I mean,
that's
it comes with a lot of arrows.
Wow.
And,
way more than Hawkeye.
Yeah, bow there, stand there. So I mean,
that looks like a Mezco Batman with a bunch of batarangs.
Well, dude, for the price, I mean, it's not it's not bad at all. You know, so that is
As you can see,
that's an option that a
so
lot
I
of us
know about
have.
Mezco Batman.
Yeah.
And when you look at the picture behind Loco Lou, that you know why he's named Loco. Look at the amount of boxes behind him. Just,
I got a plastic addiction. I need my fix. I need my fix.
Hey man, things could be worse, dude. You could be addicted to much worse things, bro.
This is true. That's
I am
100%
addicted to
true.
worse things. Overtime, spending time with my daughter, spending time with the wife, and that's why I have no time to sleep. So sleep is not my friend.
Yeah.
no. We can see that. We
KG
follow you.
was saying, KG was showing me this just a bit earlier, and this is interesting. Well, I'm not sure how accurate it is, though, right? But there's rumors saying that this 2012 Endgame is popping tonight, maybe tomorrow.
Take it with a grain of salt, as always, guys. It's a rumor. So
Jesus freaking Christ.
I would love to get this.
I mean, that actually looks a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Really? I mean, really?
I had the original one.
I can see people getting two just to recreate this.
just for that specific moment. Yeah.
But we are talking about, it is 2012, so we are talking about almost 10 years that they've been able to improve upon their craft.
Oh, yeah.
So the head sculpts have gotten better. I mean, look at Rescue Cap from 2009. Was it 2000? No, 2000. What was Rescue Cap?
2011, I think.
Was it 2008?
2011.
Yeah, I mean, look at that head sculpt and look where we're at now. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I got
that is a huge thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I mean, that looks
different
great,
artists.
dude. You're right. You know, the last one was 10 years ago. Compared to that to now, it's just this is a night and day kind of. You know, you know what I mean?
Sorry, Rescue Captain was 2012.
Yeah, it's 2011,
Rescue,
2012. Because
The
the movie
Comic
came
Con
out in
exclusive, yeah.
2011. Yeah.
So like I said, we're talking 10 years of working and honing your craft, and that's with anything. You're going to get better, you're going to improve, and if you don't, you'll fall to the wayside and somebody will replace you. You know what I mean? Like, I hate to say it like that, but it is what it is. That's why a lot of people are talking about third party. Like, you know, KG said he doesn't really fare towards third party. Don't sleep on some third party figures. There are some bangers out there.
I mean, I slept on the Fiend and the Ock just because the quality of the figure just didn't win me over.
My Galaxy Warlord's awesome.
Yeah.
And that was the thing I was gonna bring up with Joe, because Joe had just got his in, and you know that's another third party, and again, you know, they're just, some of them are amazing, so it's tough, you know, when you are a collector, like we said, and we have that need to complete, you know, and maybe Hot Toys doesn't make it, and then these other parties are going to bring out those figures that you want. It's not worth, I mean, you know, it's not a bad investment, I think, to add to your collection when they're a lot cheaper too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Live.
Is that the box that came in?
Yep.
It's definitely third party.
That's third party. Well, that's the outer shipper, and this is the.
Oh, okay,
shipper.
okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that White Wolf. Yeah, the
White
Witcher.
Wolf
That
looks
does
awesome.
look amazing.
Yep.
Yeah, we're still waiting on Ahsoka. I don't know. You know,
Everybody that's not going to come now, only in November. I was the only one that said it wasn't coming out. Everybody was saying, it's going to come out now. It's going to come out now. No.
I think we're going to see a lot of Star Wars figures around December. Like the stuff that we're sitting waiting when Book of Boba Fett hits right around Christmas. That's when we're going to see it. That's dope.
Oh yeah,
that's a good third party.
Oh yeah, see, that is a pretty awesome third party right there.
Yes.
Yeah,
I put him with my dad.
Are the seams in the arms. For me, just great.
I gotta be honest with you guys. I don't mind this, like the joint showing arms. I prefer it more than anything else. Like for me, Wonderman, I wish she came with jointed arms, you know, instead of with that seamless arms. I'm okay with it, honestly.
We always complain about something.
This is true.
Hey, just for you, I'm taking it off.
You complain if it's with seams. We complain anyway. So.
Look.
Well, because I mean, I know some of us like seamless arms, and some of us like exposed.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. So
look at that.
You can't.
Oh, okay. So, but he's got a piece there.
Sold. Now it's sold.
Hold on. Let me take off
of course. But
Okay.
Here you go.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Broken toy live on stream.
What you talking about?
Yeah.
And
I'm
I'm glad it's like that. So like how KG said, he doesn't mind open joints.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not an open joints, at least you have that ability to pose it like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Right.
you get for that to be a third party figure and you get all of that.
very smart. Very smart.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I would have that one. It would look nice with my did.
Very smart.
Yeah,
the
that would
one
look
I
very
might
nice with them, right?
consider, really
I missed
consider
out
buying
on
a
that.
third-party figure is that Green Goblin.
I don't have
Yeah,
anything.
the-
that
the-
character,
the-
Green Goblin.
That
Yep, the Green Menace.
I'm
Kingpin.
considering.
the Kingpin that's using this
The
body.
Kingpin one looks nice.
Oh, okay.
He's using
Yeah,
his
He's
the
using
body.
that
Kingpin
body.
looks really good.
I think that
And-
just got released, right?
the
I saw
tail.
last night that thing got released, so that's pretty
Mhm.
cool.
Damn it.
Yeah,
That's
and
what
I
the
gotta
problem,
get my
Joe.
hands on that.
That's the problem, Joe. You keep looking at these kind of things, and then suddenly,
That's why I was asking you guys: is there stuff you look up that you just shouldn't look up and you
Joe,
don't?
Yeah,
here's
you wanna
the best
see-
thing. Keep off the
Holy
internet.
shit.
Just don't.
Think,
Yeah,
Joe.
delete Instagram, delete Facebook. That's it.
Yeah,
That's the best advice.
You know what?
You might as well
I
tap out
gotta.
now. You
Nah.
might as well tap
I
out.
like
gotta
a lot of
relate to-
Bandai. I like a lot of Bandai stuff, but I purposefully don't look it up because I'm like,
Oh no, dude.
Don't.
All my Bandai.
Yeah.
All my Bandai.
Well,
This is
Joe, same here, man. I mean, you
Dragon
know that I'm also a Macross fan, but I have to
Yeah.
purposely kind of choose if I'm gonna get into that. I don't want to get into
Right.
the Bandai Chijokans per se,
exactly.
but I'm just waiting on one piece from whatever company brings it up, and then that'll be my single representation, dude. So it's all about discipline than
Right.
anything, dude. You know, so I
'Cause
mean,
I don't.
it'd be a shame to deprive yourself of looking up what's out there just so you have an idea. But I
Yeah.
mean, you don't have to have everything, bro. I mean, if you can do it, then go for it by all means.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
You know,
but I
but I
can't.
mean-
That's just it. And if I go down that road, I want every one of those Bandai Macross figures
Oh,
from
man.
every one of it, whether it's plus, you know, original, like
Oh, you're going through
all the way down-
everyone.
like
Shit, that's
zero.
Zero.
I'm in all of it. I want all
Right,
of it.
you're just in it.
Man.
yeah.
See, I
Oh
I
yeah,
think
that looks pretty good together there. Look at the difference.
Oh wow.
damn.
Oh wow.
And he's huge.
Bless you.
That's a big boy.
That's a
Yeah.
big boy. It's
It
a
is.
big one. And that's my favorite third party figure.
Nice.
I gotta
Congrats,
say
dude.
with Joe, like I get it. There's those channels that you want to go on, like I like this, but I don't know. Everybody's pocketbooks are different, right?
Right.
So that's what's got to be the deciding factor about what you go do. Is it a nicety or is it a necessity? Do I really want to continue this
Nicety.
line?
I like that.
And do I really, you know what I mean? Like if you're gonna collect that, that's the necessity for you. I want this line, right? And if it's a nicety or it's really nice, then I can respect that or I can see the craft in it.
yeah.
Then yeah, but like if you gotta build a whole nother house for your collection, that's a different story because the
Right.
road is endless.
That's why I don't
And
have
outside
any
shed.
Black Series and I don't have any G.I. Joe classified because,
Yo, you literally are everywhere, aren't you?
well,
Yeah.
yeah, I look at it all and I'm like, oh,
All
G.I. Joe
scales.
classified's getting good. And then
Yeah.
I'm like, Black Series is getting good. And then I'm like, no,
Yeah.
I can't look at it.
Once I got into the 1/6 scale game, it was either stick with Mezco and diecast Iron Man figures, or jump into this, or just pick and choose. Because if I
Right.
do this, I'm gonna go all in. That means only Star Wars, Marvel, and maybe a little bit of DC sprinkled in here and there. But
That's
you also
right.
gotta remember, you have
That's 3 big lanes, dude.
you have
Hey, listen,
Yeah.
man.
No, no,
I wouldn't
those
be
are
worried
three
for
big
DC
lanes.
fans because DC has nothing to worry about right now. DC fans. They're
But
like,
but
"Oh,
but
okay
here's the
financially."
thing: you have the movies, the TV shows, and the video game. Another 3 set line.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because
Yep.
you got like Venom Pool, he's from a video game. You have the Arkham game, Batman stuff,
hmm
Spider-Man PS4 stuff, the PS5 stuff, Miles Morales stuff,
Spider-Man 2.
and then you got the Spider-Man movie line that's coming. That's also all MCU Marvel stuff. Then you got the DCEU stuff. But
Wolverine.
Star Wars
video
is Star
game.
Wars. Listen,
Joe, if there's one
do not
thing-
speak that devil on me, okay? That's
Yeah.
that's I don't have time. I don't have time, bro.
Joe,
What's
if
up,
there's one
Mario?
thing that you had to focus on one line, one scale. I'm curious as to what would that one thing be?
Fucking Star Wars.
In which scale?
6 scale.
6 scale.
But I mean, it's hard because there's so much stuff available for Black Series, and even 3 3/4 the vehicles. I look at the Legends, Slave One, right? Fucking awesome. Or even the Millennium Falcon. I remember having the original as a kid, and then it got trashed. And I've always thought back to that one ship, and I've got to replace that, And then I'm like, well, shit, if I get into that, then I'm literally in everything. So, I mean, if I had to collect one thing in a certain scale, it'd probably be, and don't get me wrong, because of Mario and other people, I'm looking at statues too, and I'm just like, oh shit.
Statues, you say?
Yeah. Quarter scale
Speaking
man.
of statues, listen,
bro, come on.
That Venom statue from X. Oh
yeah,
my God.
I know, Mario. It looks so good, bro.
I know.
I
know.
I would get that. I would get
statue.
that over the Hot Toys quarter scale. I would totally get that statue over the quarter scale.
Oh yeah, same here. I agree. That'd be a wise purchase, bro.
Yeah.
That's if you could find this piece. I mean, this thing is extremely limited. I think it's like 799 pieces that exist worldwide.
Right,
and that's it. So
got it.
this thing is gone.
Yeah.
This is the Mandalorian quarter scale from Iron Studios.
Oh, from Iron, yeah.
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 The Iron Studios was in Brazil.
Yeah, they're in Brazil. That's right.
I know a couple of guys that work there.
Oh, nice.
My problem with Iron Studios is that they don't do 6 scale; they just do 1/10 scale. So,
I know their X-Men line is.
Dude, if they got into 6 scale, I'd probably dive into that. Like quarter scale is huge.
they won't go because they have a contract with Hot Toys to resell Hot Toys there
Oh, really?
in Brazil. Yeah.
But I'm talking about 6 scale statues.
Yes, that would help.
Yeah, I mean, if they did 6 scale statues, those would be crazy pieces that you could pose with and around your 6 scale figures.
There's other 6 scale statues that are out there. I think PCS is another one that's doing 6 scale.
Yeah,
Mario's
Pop Culture
enabling
Shock.
me.
They got a
He's
couple.
telling me to look at other 6 scale statues.
No,
Joe, go look at that Ghost Rider that just went on pre-order today, bro.
Oh man,
that thing's a beauty. That thing's a beauty.
Right.
Every
Queen
collection,
Studios also. Yep, doing 1/6.
Yeah, they got the Catwoman. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, if they did 90s X-Men and 6 scales,
sold.
Yeah.
Game over.
Yeah, this would be all. It'd be all X-Men, man. It'd be all X-Men, 100%. And that's what's like rough because like I think it's an Artifacts Kobita Kia that I have it's kind of old. I think it was like 2009 maybe. I'd have to go look. It's out in the living room, but I have a 6 scale Uncanny X-Force Wolverine statue, and it's cool because he's got the masked head and then the unmasked head with the hair's all crazy and he's like screaming. He's got his teeth open and everything, and dude, he's awesome. But he's 6 scale, so I slide him in there with the other figures, and it just, you know what I mean. It works. It works for me in the display. Yeah, and it's hard because there's some really good ones, or the and I think Rod has it, the J. Scott Campbell, the one on the couch with Spider-Man and Mary Jane. That's 6 scale.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah, and that would be really cool.
I do watch all the shows that Mario's on, and when he's talking about statues, they're talking about them. I'm just like, oh shit, here we go, another lane. Scary.
I'm not trying to. I just appreciate the art.
Exactly.
So
they're beautiful. Like I almost got the Valkyrie from Macross. They did the Robotech stuff. And
they did.
And it was
Prime
huge. Prime 1. And I was thinking about it, dude. I was really close.
Wait, and so these are were those 6 scale on the top there?
Yeah, I believe those are 6 scale.
They are, what do you call it? They don't have a scale. They don't say what scale it is.
Non-scale. That's crazy.
Yeah,
these are nice looking pieces too.
Yeah.
Those Ghostbusters, man. I regret not getting those.
I know. If there's
Jesus
one thing I
Christ.
want, are these Ghostbusters.
Yeah, missed out
They're
on
pretty
those.
awesome for the time they were actually created.
Yeah,
You know what I
those
mean?
things
The
look.
pricing.
They look amazing.
The price
why
for it,
look.
just to get it off the rip.
Say that one more time.
I said the prices it was to get them off the rip, just to pre-order them and get them. It was wonderful compared to what they're worth now.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. They're
What are they going for nowadays?
about $2 to $3 grand for the set.
For Hulkbusters.
Really? I've seen them cheaper.
Really?
Actually, I've seen them like around 1,200, 14 for the set.
four?
$4
For the
grand
four?
for the 4.
Yeah.
For the 4.
No, for the 4 box set with Slimer and the sign and everything.
Oh no, just individually, all of them
Individually.
together,
Okay.
all of them
See,
together.
individually.
Yeah, because there's like an
And that's where they
actual, you
get
know what I mean?
The one that I
Right.
showed you is the special one that comes with 4 of them.
Because of
And
the
like,
Slimer.
And
the
Slimer.
police line and stuff.
Damn,
That's
there's
really
different
not
sets
good.
now. Shit.
Yep. Yep. And then you had the Ecto
What are
One.
you guys doing? What are you guys doing over there?
Dude, it's. I know. Well, like Mario's
I
saying,
heard-
it's like you can still look at things and just appreciate and admire
Yeah,
it,
for sure.
without having
Exactly.
to.
Just-
Yeah.
Restraint,
know.
bro.
Yeah.
Just learn restraint.
That
You'll be all
I know
right.
what this word is.
What in the what?
Look at Lou.
This guy.
That's
Hey,
good.
that's great, man.
yeah,
That's
the
great.
best
That's great.
Right there.
That's sick. I want one of those.
Yeah,
You can
well,
just,
like this was my costume last year for Halloween. I'm gonna do it again this year. But what I'm gonna do is I have the Ghostbuster Firehouse from Diamond Select, and I have the Mezco Ghostbusters. So I'm gonna see if my wife could take a photo shoot of me doing some articulated comic book art or photos with me grabbing the Ghostbusters as if I was Stay Puft. So see how
Oh,
that
that's
works.
cool.
Nice.
Definitely. Hell yeah, guys.
Loco being loco.
Yep.
Do you, bro?
Open here. What do we look? What?
What is it?
Rod was pulling something up here real quick. We'll take a look.
TW.
I'm not. I was just looking for things to buy.
Oh, okay.
Just
Sorry,
wanted to
Jason,
share
I
with
pulled you
everyone.
out. I was trying to move that out.
You were
And
just doing that for me.
Yeah.
Because I
I
was
know, right?
looking at
I
those
wasn't
Teenage
sure.
Mutant Ninja Turtles that are Power Rangers. I was looking at those.
What?
Well, you-
Man.
Yeah. And then,
Oh, Sean, you got the box set. Nice.
Yeah,
yeah.
How you like it?
they're not bad. They're I have to get used to.
They're
it 'cause
not bad.
how does that one look?
Yeah.
Can you show
No,
us?
they look great. They're definitely very I love how the suit has the sheen. It's just trying to figure out the posability and weapons and all that. But yeah, like I got the green up there already.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean they look great. Like they're definitely, you can easily tell who is who, but the
Right.
quality just is like that sheen, because that's what a lot of manufacturers can't get. Like if you look at the Ace toys,
Mhm.
they were a dull fabric, but if you watch the Japanese show, like the Japanese footage, their suits have a sheen, a shimmer
Yeah.
that the American show did not have. So the Ace toys, they were very plain, very dull. See, there's nothing there grabbing you.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they still look like Rangers, so you know what they are. But
It's muted.
It was that
It's muted.
It's muted.
exactly.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
you
looks
get
more
that-
like a toy.
What
Like
are
that.
they?
That
sheen.
looks more like
Rangers.
I see what you're saying.
Think
So you have the
Lou's
sheen
in
there.
every lane too.
Like the pink
Yeah.
art.
Yeah. No, that does look pretty good. That does look pretty good. And not
Right,
bad, right?
yeah.
For the
Yeah.
whole set.
Yeah, not bad at all. For the whole set, you get the special box and everything, but you have all of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Right.
get that.
Yeah.
That's a must.
Yeah, I know
And
a lot
you
of
have
people
Lord Draken and the white.
I do. Yeah,
On
I have the
pre-order.
White Ranger and Lord Draken on pre-order. I also got the Red Ranger with the Dragon Shield. Don't know
Mhm.
why. I'm just like, you know what? If they're gonna make it, I'm gonna buy it.
You gotta
and
have
then-
all of them now.
Oh,
Well, I have to
oh
agree with
no,
you.
it's bad. It is. Like if they do Zeo, it's done. If they do Rita, Zed, the monsters, Goldar,
Yeah.
if there's a 6-scale Goldar, That's over.
I never
I'm glad I
experienced
don't know what
lines,
that is.
3 lines of words that I don't understand. In English?
I'm with
Yeah.
you, Joe.
Because I was looking at the perfect Gundams with the die-cast skeleton that you build upon, and I'm like, oh man, this is like me getting into Macross Bandai stuff. I can't look at this either. It's so
This Joe?
Right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Still in the box.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. Yeah, that's a very nice box. Yeah, do you want to see my box too? I can show you a box.
Oh no!
Well, there's
because
a lot there.
You don't understand. There's a lot in this box to build. There's an instruction booklet for the instruction booklet.
Okay, that's not helpful.
Yeah. That's a pretty advanced one. So
I like that quote, Mario.
yeah, definitely.
That was good.
That can apply to you too, dude.
Exactly.
Yeah, no. OG Star Wars fan was asking me about how to practice restraint, and simple answer, bro.
This is looking good.
What was that, Rod?
This is good.
Yeah, we can look real quick. Oh yeah, that Ash did look good.
Here's
That
our
Ash does
boy.
look good.
Wow.
I don't know if it. Well, no, he looks great. I just don't know if I would grab him because he's not gonna fit with anything unless I get more Marvel zombies.
Dude, I met
know,
Bruce
right?
Campbell, and he is so awesome.
There's
And he
somebody,
called me a knuckle.
somebody's microphone is leaking like crazy.
Yeah, I don't know, Lou, if that was your mic or.
I think that's JK.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. All right.
So
Just
I was
checking.
just
Just
saying
checking.
that I met Bruce Campbell at one, I think it was a Comic-Con. No, it was at E3, and he called me a knucklehead, and that always stuck in my head. That guy is so cool. Like
Yeah.
Bruce Campbell is awesome.
Yeah, Bruce Campbell. His eyes gonna remind me of Hercules, man.
Yep.
Italicus.
Yep. Back on the.
The door
90s
guy
show,
is
man.
Spider-Man 2.
Hey, that was
Oh
Mysterio.
yeah, he was in there too.
The fan theory is he was Mysterio in all
Mysterio.
3 movies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the 4th movie he was supposed to be Mysterio.
Yeah.
I would have
All right,
loved
guys.
it.
Well, I think we're gonna wrap, man. We're at that 2-hour mark. I know a few of us got to get going, so just kind of address the chat real quick. OG fan, Star Wars is just Star Wars. Appreciate it. Soul Nightmare, single songwriter. Let's see who else was. Big Dog Pound. I know Denobi was here. Night Owl. Third Party Reviews. Eccentric Geek. What's up, man? It was a lot. I'm trying to just scroll through to see everybody here. The Collector was here. Sinister. Carbonite Kid. Yep. Knights of Ren. And there's a lot of chat up there, guys. JB was here. Mr. JB was here. Appreciate
Mario.
that.
I saw Optical.
Yep, Optical popped in for a while. Andre. Definitely. We all appreciate you guys coming in and tuning in every time.
Absolutely.
100%. So, yeah, I think, Jason, I think it's your mic, bro.
What's that?
I think something's like
It's a
crazy
leak,
loud in
yeah,
the.
it's fine. Just move on.
But yeah,
move on.
it's probably fine. But I think that's what it was. I didn't think it was Lou.
Denobi,
But-
Philip the Fool,
Yeah, Philip the Fool.
I'm good.
Carbonite Kid.
It's great to see the cast of usual suspects in the chat.
Weasel Figures, he was in the chat.
That's
Oh, was he?
Shane.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, thanks for being
Definitely
here in the
appreciate
chat. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
You. Yeah, so everybody, appreciate everybody coming on. Just to real quick, because I know you have to get going too, Mario. But what's going on with you, man? Anything new?
Other than the move, man, we're just keeping it moving at Collecting Weekly also, man. We got a show like every night. We just had a stream the past couple nights. I've got a show, Ins and Outs of Collecting, that's on every other Friday night. Uncivilized Scoundrels, again with Lael, every other Thursday night. I don't believe we're going on tonight.
No.
If he does, then cool.
No, he said he was
So
gonna
there
wait
it is.
for you for next week.
Okay. Next week? Oh, okay. We'll see what happens with next week then.
Right,
But-
right.
It was still moving.
But still, well, yeah, November 3rd is my actual deadline. So I'm just
Okay.
trying to get ahead of the game. So I think I'll be all right. Whoa.
I've seen it. Yeah, I wish I had everybody on
So-
here. It was kind of impromptu with everybody coming in, so I don't have all the links set up for everybody, but definitely everybody here. Check everybody out if you haven't already. Subscribe. Everybody's great here on the panel tonight. Lou, like speaking of, what's going on with you? Anything
I got my dead game Snake Eyes coming in on Tuesday afternoon or Wednesday night. And then I'll be doing a review there. I'm always in Geeking Out, so you guys can catch me at Geeking Out. You know, we always live stream on Wednesdays and Thursdays 6 o'clock. But for me, that's going to be one of those reviews I'm focusing on. I was going to do the Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Super Goku review, but my review space is all trashed up. Things, family, you know, the usual. But I am going to be doing a review and unboxing of that Snake Eyes. That Snake Eyes is fire.
Yeah, he looks great. He looks great. I know yours is on the way, or did it come in?
Yeah, my Snake Eyes is here. He's downstairs. Haven't gone down to pick him up, but my dead game Snake Eyes, I got 2 of those, and they'll be here next week too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm on my way.
Yeah,
those Snake Eyes look amazing.
Yeah, they absolutely do.
3-0's been killing it. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think 3-0
Yeah, KG,
got
what
the
about you,
best
man?
Stuff now.
Oh yeah, man. Again, thanks for having me on. But yeah, you know, KG Collector, that's my channel. Also, my Instagram is right there on my name tag. But yeah, just live streams. I should be getting my Endgame Hulk pretty soon today, or maybe tomorrow if they delay it. UPS with their shipments. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it for me, man. And also got this figure from somebody. Just absolutely killer.
nice.
Let me tell you guys something. This figure is probably one of the best Spider-Man figures ever made. It's probably maybe the best.
Oh, that's what?
Yeah. He is
Yeah,
an amazing
listen.
figure.
I like the metallic red on it. Is insane. The
Yeah,
finish.
yeah, and you know, if you're gonna pose it, you can't see it. You can't see the crease. It's good. I mean, I could pose the hell out of this, and I could barely even see the crease. So I'm okay posing this guy up. Yeah.
I think they're getting better with each Spider-Man figure when it comes to certain things, such as like the creasing and the ability to, you know, get them in more Spider-Man-like poses.
I agree. Real quick, Mr. JB. No, we didn't, because we kind of touched briefly like the other day on it, because we're not sure yet, but I am 100% excited if this is a reality.
Yeah. If they do a reissue.
Oh, that's 100% a buy for me.
Yeah.
Better hurry up and sell mine.
Same.
Yeah. That would be absolutely.
I wish I never
amazing.
sold mine.
Oh, you did sell yours?
Oh, I sold the Joker, the Batman, the Christopher Reeve
big
Superman.
mistake. Big mistake.
Yep. I know. And when I sold them, I was like, "Ooh, I'm making big money off of this, like $100, you know."
Shane, if you sold them to get your hands on some more Star Wars figures, dude, you've done absolutely nothing wrong in my book, brother.
Right?
I don't
love
know about
all
that.
of them. I do wish I had them though, still. But
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're great
No, I
figures.
get it, especially now, right? But hey, they may reissue that, and if they reissue 89, at least, you know, you'll be able to get that back, and all of us who missed it could have an opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big one. Big one. So, and everybody else here, you know, on the panel, you know, we're all kind of a big community here as well. But I mean, Joe, do you have anything in the works or anything going on?
Just the figures coming in, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Besides work.
Right? No, I hear you. And I think, you know, like what we were talking about, I think there's going to be so much more coming.
Stuff coming in.
Yeah,
Thank
so
God
much
it's
more
all
coming.
paid off.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, once again, I guess we're going to be done now for that. We have anything going on? I got a couple reviews coming for the channel soon. As soon as we can.
No, I'm just
sorry,
gonna
Rod?
say before we end off, make sure you guys go watch Dune tomorrow, and also midnight release of Dune. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's.
I know. I'm good. No, I'm definitely gonna watch that and support you, man, because that was one I've been waiting for. No, you're welcome.
Definitely.
I'm gonna support Charlie and Chocolate Factory, and
absolutely.
Oh my.
Right. All right, guys. Well, we should be back probably Tuesday, is what we're guessing here. I think I'm gonna be over on Aries and 6 Kill Cantina on Saturday. Yep. Oh, perfect. Yeah. So me and KG will be on over there, and yeah, I don't know what else is going on after that. I know we're getting pretty close to our 750 subscriber mark. I know when we get there, we're gonna go ahead and do a hot toy giveaway. You know, that's something we've had in the works. And then when we hit to that 1,000, I think we're going to do it again.
Right.
So pretty soon, it's going to be pretty exciting. Hopefully, we'll between that and all the Hot Toy releases coming, man, it's just going to be a wild time. So,
Yeah.
all right, guys. Well, I guess that's going to be it, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
See ya.
Peace.
See you guys.